Good evening, everyone. How is everybody on this fine Monday evening? Um, I can tell you, I'm actually a little under the weather. Uh, not feeling my best today. Felt even worse yesterday, but we are here. We are going to do this blind. We're going to power through it. Five more whiskeys enter the blind barrel proof Rye Showdown. Little nervous about this one. Um, as I have my own pick in this one here. So um, I'm not going to use the excuse that I don't feel good if for some reason it gets eliminated. If it gets eliminated, it happens. But there's some stiff competition in tonight's matchup. Do want to say hi to a couple folks here, guys, before we get into any of this. Top dog, cheers, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. Grab your favorite pour and enjoy the greatest show on YouTube. Much appreciated, John. Thank you, my friend. Mr. Jiggs in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Your package went out the other day, as well as John, yours too, I believe. Katie Turk in the house. Cheers. Good to see you. Paul P in the house. Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. Shauna Marie D. Good to see you as well. JG Whiskey. Cheers. Cheers, JG. Good to see you. 877 smash the like now. Chris Jenkins in the house. What's going on, bud? Good to see you. Peter B in the house. Cheers. Whiskey Uncensored. Ben must have put something naughty in the chat and he unsent it. Slap Shots Roadhouse. Cheers, man. Good to see you, brother. The Wandering Magoo. Cheers, man. Good to see you. Jeffrey Wack is in the house. Cheers, Jeff. Got your email. I do not know who that person is, Jeff. I have not a clue. But if we find out who it is, definitely make sure we get him that Dusty sample pack. So, Dusty Dan's worst is most people's best. Get better soon. I appreciate it. Yeah, just I was at work and I started like sweating profusely for like no reason, and then started feeling a little nauseous. So yeah, I had went home and last night still felt the same. Today I feel a little bit better. Still a little warm, but I got two waters sitting over here to drink. I didn't pour as much in these glasses as I did the last live. So, but we'll see. Maybe some of the alcohol will get rid of whatever I got. But I'd love to see you, Dan. Take care of yourself and take a week off. Yeah, Paul, I appreciate it. I was very tempted to. But again, it's good to kind of get out of my house, you know what I mean, and kind of head over to this one and just kind of be alone, So, top dog. So whiskey uncensored. Look at this sexy hair patch, man. Even if I'm not feeling well, more man than me. Can't drink when I feel crappy. Yeah, and it's not like my taste buds or anything like that. That's that. Like, I don't have a stuffy nose. I don't have anything like that, a cough or anything. So it shouldn't affect my palate at all. If anything, I'll just start sweating profusely. I guess I don't know. We'll see, but. Thicker Liquors in the house. Cheers. Good to see you. Peter White is in the house. Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. Amy Bohm is in the house. Cheers, Amy. Drifting Drams is in the house. That is the Turk's other half. Who else we got in here? Roy R does cocktails. Cheers. Smoking Firewater's in the house. Cheers to you. And cheers to everybody for rolling in, guys. Again, I know Monday Night Football, and I go right during Monday Night Football time. So, but it probably won't be a long night for me tonight. This whiskey could put me down. So we'll see what happens. But William Reynolds in the house. Cheers, man. Good to see you. Good to see all you guys. So tonight we have 5 whiskeys. 5 really, really good whiskeys, actually. So tonight, in this blind, we have the Butterfly. We got Blue Run's Emerald Rye that enters. I know when I sent this to Ethan and Katie in a blind, Ethan, I think, had it on top or number two or somewhere in there. I can't remember exactly where it landed for him. But yeah, so the Emerald Rye, this one comes in at 116 proof. We have my own pick here. So that enters the mix. Makes me a little nervous, but it is what it is. I got another Sagamore that is going head to head with that, and that is the 2022 8-year Sagamore. And what's crazy is this. So my pick is actually, I know the neck label says 7 years, but it actually hit 8 years exactly before it was bottled. So that is an 8-year. It is an 8-year pick, and this is an 8-year Sagamore. So I don't know. We got the Hard Truth Chocolate Malt. This one comes in at this is batch 1. This one comes in at 109.6 proof. And then we have the Found North. This was their single barrel batch number 7. This one is 117.8 proof, 66% rye, 30% corn, 4% malted barley, finished in PX sherry butts. And that's 19-year-old rye, a 12-year-old rye, and a 21-year-old corn. So you got 2 whiskeys in here that could change everything with that chocolate malt and then the sherry that's in that Found North. That could change. It could change everything depending on where it lands once I mix these up. So not sure what's going to happen with some of that finished stuff. But John Cloud's in the house. Cheers, man. Good to see you. See, I'm already sweating, and I'm just sitting here. I haven't done anything but talk. Eric Damaris, cheers, man. Good to see you. I was on top. I'm a dirty butterfly lover. All right, so it was on top. So the Emerald Rye finished on top for him. Yeah, I mean, who knows? It's all up in the air. So I suspect the Found North will stick out quite a bit from the rest of the age and the finish. Yeah. I think the chocolate malt will too, Paul. I think that's going to be something. Again, I think it just depends on where it lands once I mix these up. God forbid they land next to each other, and do the sherry first, and then the chocolate, or the chocolate and the sherry, and then everything else. I don't know, but it's definitely. I feel like it's going to change. It's going to change some of the the flavors on some of these other whiskeys depending on where it is. So, not a fan of the chocolate malt. The caramel malt and sweet mash are really good. Yeah, I think the chocolate malt is definitely not maybe for not for everyone, for sure. It definitely has a very unique profile. That chocolate and kind of like espresso, coffee thing, and definitely not, not for everyone. But yeah, the caramel, that one didn't get. I don't think that got picked in this in the randomizer. That one did, however. So Sarah's in the house. Sarah, good to see you. I'll be reaching out to you tomorrow. Copper Wolf is in the house. What's going on, Ryan? Good to see you, bud. So glad I came in the chat a few weeks ago and got that Nash Tucky boss's birthday. It's friggin' awesome. Yeah. It's crazy, like you see all these recommendations from people about some bottles in here, and typically I'm very hard headed when it comes to that. Somebody will say, "Did you grab it? You need to grab it." And I'm like, "I will." And 95% of the time, it's usually sold out because I wait because I think that by waiting I'll get it, and doesn't happen that way. So learned my lesson though. So I did order one of those boss's birthdays on time actually. So but yeah, guys, let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing mixed up here. Again, no clue. They were already mixed up, so no letters, or it wasn't an alphabetical order or anything like that. So just some tight mixing, some loose mixing here. No idea what's what. They all smell good as they pass by my nose, but all right. Okay. Now they're all mixed up. But cheers, guys. I don't even have another glass to cheers you all with, so I'm just gonna. I'll cheers you when I take glass number one, a sip of it. I need some water first. I'm sweating. And knock on wood, man. But I rarely get sick, so I don't know. Maybe it's a 24-hour thing or something. I'm not sure. Cheers, everyone. Much appreciated. Thank you all for stopping in here. I will probably have some kind of giveaway tonight for some old stuff, some dusty stuff. I just got to think about what I want to put up for everyone. But cheers, guys. Thanks for hopping in. Let's get into glass number one. Well, whatever that was is really good. First sip is really good. Jake McKee's in the house. Cheers, man. Good to see you. Tim Cornet is rolling in. Cheers, Tim. Good to see you. MJ. What's going on, MJ? Good to see you. Are those Glens partially see-through? Kind of. If you hold them up to, I don't want to hold it up to the light because then I can, I don't want to look underneath. But you can kind of see through, like where the fill levels are. So when I poured it, I made sure that I was looking down so I could make sure that all the fill levels were all equal. So yeah, you can kind of see, but not, you can't see like the color of the whiskey or anything like that once it's in there. So even, I mean, there's been times where you can look down and all the colors of the whiskey all look the same. So maybe it's that reflection off of that gold. I don't know, but Northwest Bourbon in the house. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, brother. EJ is in the house. Cheers, EJ. Good to see you. Okay, that is what I was seeing on the TV. Okay, yeah. So yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, I can kind of actually see what you're saying on the computer, depending on where the light is, though. That's weird. Yeah, so you guys can see. I can see the reflection of it of where the fill lines are on these things. That's pretty cool. Darrell Stewart is in the house. Cheers, Darrell. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Glad to be a part of that fundraiser for you, man. So hope all is well, buddy. Mash and Drum is in the house. What's going on, Jay? Good to see you, man. So for everybody just rolling in here, I just want to go through this really quick again. So tonight's lineup, I have the Butterfly, got the Emerald Rye whiskey. That was Jim Rutledge's very first rye whiskey that he ever distilled. We have the Dusty Sagamore pick. That's actually 8 years old and not 7. So my own pick is in this one. The Sagamigos won last week, so that moved forward. I'm hoping that mine moves forward. The Sagamore 8-year, that is in the mix as well. So 2 Sagamores. And then we have the Hard Truth chocolate malt. And then we have the Found North. This is their single barrel. It's finished at single barrel number 7, finished in the PX sherry butts. That's what's in the mix tonight. But as I told everyone, I'm kind of under the weather. Again, I don't have a runny nose, stuffy nose, a cough, anything like that. Nothing that's going to affect my palate, but definitely sitting here sweating while the air is on. I should have wore a short sleeve shirt, but whatever. But cheers, guys. It smells really good, whatever it is. Like in my mind, I'm trying to go through and think, like, is this the chug and malt? Is this the sherry finish? Regardless, it's pretty good. Whatever it is, glass number one's really good. It gives me like those some kind of like darker fruits and like some dark citrus. A little bit of like some sweet oak in there too. It's pretty good. Throw or predict the chocolate malt is coming in last. Darrell, I got to know your predictions for tonight, man. We got to see. We got to see what Darrell thinks. He's been on a roll here lately. So, all right, glass number one's pretty good, guys. Again, some dark citrus, some sweet oak. Not it doesn't taste like a traditional kind of rye to me. So I don't know. Let's get into glass number two. Hmm. That's very, very sweet and rich and dense on the nose. That has uh that has a lot of darkness to it. That has more darkness to it than glass number one did. That's like leather, so a little bit of like some sweet kind of like pipe tobacco, some oakiness for sure. I think it's some oakiness. I probably shouldn't be drinking tonight, just FYI. I'm literally sitting here like sweating. That's crazy. Um, did Darrell put his predictions in here yet? I can't speak for the other bottles, but the Dusty Sagamore pick was top notch. I appreciate that, Amy. I thought it was too. I thought it was damn good, and I'm really happy the Sagamigos made it through. Because that was again, that's a fantastic Sagamore pick as well. So, um, but again, I mean, even if mine doesn't make it through tonight, there's still that Sagamore 8 year from 2022. That was damn good. That Found North single barrel number 7, that's a really good whiskey too. I mean, the chocolate malt should probably stand out in here to me. That could be this one where I'm getting some of those notes on it, but I'm not getting that chocolate. I'm getting more like leather and like some dark oak on this one, some heavy oak, like some sweet pipe tobacco. So yeah, I mean that's it's pretty consistent in its profile. I was thinking coming off of this one with that having some darkness to it that may influence this one a little bit, but I don't think so. We'll see. Now I'm going to pour the Dusty Sagamore. Sag 8 year in either yours or the Found North pick. Okay. All right. So that's Darrell's prediction. Now I'm going to go pour. I only have I think two more bottles of my pick. That's it. I think I bought five total. And this is probably going to end the one depending on if it wins tonight or not. But got two more. I definitely want to keep one sealed for a little while and then casually kind of drink the last one. So all right, let's get into glass number three, guys. Cheers. That's got a lot of like red fruit on it. I get more of that rye kind of influence on this one. Like this one kind of feels like a real kind of like traditional kind of rye. Some citrus in there, some orange, almost like a burnt orange a little bit. Oh man, that's good. God damn. That kind of reminds me of glass number one a little bit though. It's got a little bit of like that darkness to it. I didn't get a lot of that on the nose, but on the palate for sure. What's everybody saying in here? Sorry, guys. Um, okay, cool. I didn't miss anything. Yeah, that. Wow. What's weird is I got like just from doing that, I got like black pepper on both of them just by doing that, which is it's very odd. They almost smelled similar before. Yeah, that's got see that changed a little bit on the second sip. So some of that like burnt orange that I got before on the nose, I'm starting to get that a little bit on the palate now too. And then this one, see that just turned from that to that. That turned to like bright red fruits, some pitted fruit. Oh man, this has been the darkest out of all of them though. That's got something going on with it. That could be one of the finishes for sure. All right, let's get into glass number 4. Ooh, it smells good. That smells like freaking birthday cake. Oh man, I don't ever pick up a note like that. It's not like yellow cake. It just reminds me of like some buttercream kind of icing on like a cake, like a just a traditional kind of cake. Maybe some like red fruits like further into the glass a little bit. Maybe some cherries. Yeah, that is very. See, now I said yellow cake, and now that's what I'm getting. But I wasn't getting that before. I was getting like a buttercream kind of icing, and then just like a traditional kind of cake. But now I'm starting to smell a yellow cake because I said it. All right. Wow, that's good. That might be the 8-year Sagamore, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember getting that on like that birthday kind of cake thing on the nose though. I don't know why it was a birthday cake. It's a cake, a buttercream icing cake. But that on the palate is very different though. I don't think that's the 8-year. At first I thought it may be, but that's got some deeper, richer kind of flavor to it. That kind of saturates the palate a little bit there. It kind of sticks around. Take another sip of that with a little bit of water. Man, guys, good God. Sorry, anybody just rolling in here. Roger Randall's in the house. Cheers, man. Good to see you. JG says only 3/4 left of my second and last bottle of Dusty Sagamore. Man, who is feeling dusty tonight? What's up, Dan, man? Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, man. I got a similar note on one of those bottles, so I think I know which bottle that is. Oh God, yeah, Cobber Wolf. I do love a good cake notice too, as well, man. Like I get that yellow cake note on a lot of like old Carter's American whiskeys, or even just some American whiskeys in general. But when I smelled that, that's exactly what it reminded me of. It smelled like a buttercream icing kind of cake. But then when I said yellow cake, now that's all I smell is like some yellow cake. But I don't get that on the palate. If I got that on the palate, I would probably know what it was. But it's nothing in this lineup for sure. But yeah, that is very, very, very sweet on the nose. Definitely some red fruits there. Now that's kind of opened up a little bit. Like definitely some cherry kind of in there. Not an artificial cherry. It's like a kind of like a dark cherry. That that cake note is so it smells really good. Man, I am sweating so bad. God, sorry guys, I don't mean to say that on live, but man, just sitting here. So there's no. I don't think that's the Sagamore 8 year. I guess mine's an 8 year too, but the 8 year from 2022. It just this has like flavors that kind of saturate and kind of sit a little bit more than that did, and I'm not getting a ton of citrus either off of it. Um, it's more like like condensed kind of concentrated kind of red fruits that kind of sit there on the mid to back palate and just kind of sit. I'm leaning toward the 8 year and the Found North, but his own pick could squank. Yeah, it could, man. It could. Tater Dom, man, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Your samples went to Vic's house, so Renee P is in the house. What's going on, Renee? Bourbon Bill in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you as well, buddy. I'll be getting your package out here soon as well. Dusty so hot and sweaty. 877 Dusty Dreams now. Yeah, I'm just like I said. I'm still not feeling 100%, but they said it's not a cold or a cough. I don't have anything that's going to affect my palate for sure, thankfully. So, all right, let's get into this last one here, guys. Cheers. See, that has some of that like burnt orange kind of too. Some burnt orange, like a lemon, a little bit of like some clove, some allspice on the nose. But that has some darkness to it too. I feel like there's a lot of darkness on these when in reality when you drink them individually, there's really not outside of the maybe the Found North and the Hard Truth. Definitely, again, some. It almost reminds me of a like an old fashioned in a glass a little bit. Kind of has that some of those aromas, like that burnt orange, some lemon, a little bit of clove, some allspice. Ooh, that's pretty good. See, now that reminds me of was it this one? That reminds me of that. Oh man. So this is so I was saying how it's like a like an old fashioned. That's kind of like what I'm getting on the palate on this one. So definitely like that burnt orange, some of that like that burnt citrus, slight hint of like some sweeter oak to it, a little bit of clove there further into the back. It's sweet, but yet it's like kind of dark too at the same time. See, man, that's weird. So now I started to pull out like a little bit of like some like some like plum or like a little bit of like some dark cherry, like a black cherry onto the back of the palate with some of that clove. But on this one, I there's a nice kind of rye spice to it too. So it's not completely sweet. There is some like some bite to this one there on the middle of the palate. That one's pretty good. I'm gonna have this is gonna be hard. This is a hard one here because I like all of these. All right, I'm gonna go backwards now. Make sure I'm caught up here. Bad Axe Bourbon in the house. Cheers, man. Good to see you. Eric Damaris from Sagamore Double Oak right now. I'm hoping to grab the 6 year bottom and bond this year. Hell yeah, Bourbon Bill. I'm with you on that, bud. Um, and then John, Jay Salz, I'll be getting your sample out here soon too of the very old fits. Haven't had a chance to, but probably not going to work tomorrow either. So because I clearly just can't. I can't even sit and not sweat right now. So, man, that's really good. So after that last sip there, some of that spice kind of died down a little bit. It's still there. That probably has the most kind of spice bite to it out of these. But there's still a lot of those like nice flavors that remind me of. It reminds me of a cocktail, like an old fashioned. Um, but with like a little bit of like some clove there and like some like dark cherry in there. Maybe a little bit of plum, something darker, a little bit on there on the back. That's good. Whatever that is. That could be that Found North, maybe. God, the nose on this changed. Holy shit. That is man. Like I still get some of that like that cake, that sweetness from like a cake, but it got like darker. Not like red velvet. I don't want to say that because I'm gonna think it's a red velvet cake. But there's definitely some sweet kind of like cake notes to this one, but it's just like a little bit on the darker side. It seems like it got a little bit darker. Wow, that is really there's so there's a lot of cherry on the palate on that one, and then there's a really nice kind of like uh, there's some sweetness. Like I don't want to say it's like corn sweetness, but I feel like I'm getting like a sweet kind of corn on it, like on the back of the palate that kind of like shine through there, like some sweet kind of corn, but it's almost masked with like the dark fruit, like that's saturating my palate right now. See now, like the sweetness of that could be a high corn content. It could be a high corn content where I'm getting this sweetness from. That's really good. I don't even know if I could pick a winner between these two. I like both of these going this way. I liked this one better than this one going that way. I don't know if I could pick between those two right now. Those are both really good. But this is the one that was. See, it's so weird coming off of this one that's like so dark. This has become so much lighter now in the nose. I mean, there's still like some of that citrus, like some burnt kind of like orange lemon. I say Found North, Sagate, Dusty, um, HT. Although I haven't had the Found North or Sagate, I'm guessing. Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts just based off of these notes? I'm curious to see what you guys are thinking in order. So this is glass number one, and then all the way through number five. I'd be curious to see what your guys' guesses are, just based off of the notes, anyway. See, this is really good too. Like this reminds me. This is like a little bit brighter than this one. If I feel kind of similar in the nose, though. Both of these nuts. That's like oh, that got like powdered sugar, like confectionery sugar. Really further into the nose. You get the schnoz down in there. Mm. Fuck, that is good too. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be hard. Oh my god. To be honest with you, I have no clue what my pick is, and I've gone through how many bottles? Like, it could be maybe maybe one of these 3? Maybe? I don't know. I don't think it's this one. This is dark. This has gotta be the Found North or the Hard Truth, maybe. I was trying to nose it and see if I can get some of that, like, that chocolate and coffee bean, but for some reason, I'm not getting it today. Unless something is just, like, mess up my nose, like, going back and forth through these, I'm not getting it, so it's this is probably the darkest one out of all of them. But that Found North is, I mean, that's got some pretty old stuff in it too, and I remember it being pretty dark, concentrated, all Fireball. Hard Truth, Blue Run, Saggy, Dusty, ATE. Okay. So Darrell thinks the Hard Truth is first. I guess whatever Darrell guesses. That is, if I got any kind of note that reminded me of a chocolate espresso, it was just on that sip right there. That has to be the Hard Truth. That has to be the Hard Truth. I mean, this one's maybe close to that in a sense, anyway. Like with the darkness. Man, I don't know. All right, let's get into the last one, guys. So this one might have maybe the lightest nose out of all of them. See, that is still. These are all really good. These all blind very well. I'm having a very hard time deciding here. Usually, I would have something that's been eliminated right now, but I can't. I can't eliminate anything right now. These are all really good, unless it's just the order that they were mixed up in, and like one coming off of the other one is not like. I mean, it may have influenced a couple of these, but again, like I think it depends on where some of those two. I wouldn't say finished. I mean, one of them is finished. The other one is just a chocolate malt. But all right. See, that's really good. It's very sweet, a nice rye spice to it. Very, very sweet. I'm gonna let me see something here. Make sure I don't swirl my water so Eric can laugh at me. All right. So I'm gonna eliminate this one first. I feel like that's the weakest link out of all of them. I don't know. Yeah, I think they're all. I mean, they're all good on their own. But all right, these two are really good. I like these two a lot, but I also like these two. Let me try these two really quick. Man, I don't know. I was waiting for you to get that coffee bean note. So maybe flip flopping guesses for A and B now. I feel like I'm starting to get that on this. The more it kind of opens up now. I feel like this is I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is the darkest one out of all of them. This is close, but I don't get like coffee or anything like and chocolate on this one. Unless it's just how they were mixed. I don't know. Big Vic in the house. Cheers, man. Very important to swirl and nose your water. Oh man. Oh, guys, I'm feeling rough, man. Phew. This alcohol is not helping the sweatiness. I can tell you that. Man, that's good. I want to try it with this one. I think I'm going to move this one forward. I really like the darkness on this one, like how concentrated it is, and it like saturates the palate. A lot of dark fruit on it, like some cherries. God, that nose is ridiculous. Yeah. All right. So this is a winner for sure. So I'm gonna move that backwards. Let me rinse. I think one of these two is gonna be a close second for sure. These two. This is the this is like the old fashioned in a glass. Reminds me of an old fashioned, like some burnt orange, some lemon, that citrus, some clove, some allspice. Oh man, that's really good. All right. I think it's down to these two for second. I'm gonna eliminate glass number two. That's good, but it's confusing me a little bit. And I don't know if it's again how these were mixed or in the order. It's good. I think my guess, if I had to guess, this would be the hard truth. I think that would be the hard truth. This, I don't know. I'm hoping that one of these is mine and it wasn't glass number one. It's empty. See, that's really good. Sandeep Chima's in the house. Cheers. Nate Cox is in the house. Cheers, man. The nose on that Sag 8 is fantastic. I'm guessing that's in the D. Cheers, Dan. Just checking in to say hello. Cheers, Joe. Again, guys, definitely a little under the weather here tonight. No cough, no, nothing that's affecting like no congestion or anything like that. So I can't blame it on being sick, but definitely, like I said, went home. I left work and I was just sweating, just standing there, and like that's never really happened. I started feeling nauseous, and then when I got home, same thing. Took some, took the meds. But then today, still, like I'm just sitting here and like I can feel like I'm sweating just sitting here. I'm not doing anything at all besides drinking a little bit. But I didn't even pour that much in these glasses. But man, Richie Z, cheers, man. I think both the Sags are fighting for second right now. Which one is yours? I don't know. I I hope it wasn't glass number one. But again, if it does lose, I mean, I'm not, you know, everything else here is fantastic regardless. So, um, trust me, I mean, I wouldn't beat myself up over it, but I mean, the Sagamigos, the Sagamigos made it last week. That won. Um, but but yeah, if it wins, I'll be happy. Just to make it to the second round. But yeah, we'll see. But it could be between these two. If I had to pick between the two, I'd probably pick this one. Only because it has a little bit more of that spice, and it reminds me of like an old fashioned when you drink it. This does a little bit, but this has a little bit more of like some broader flavors to it than this one does. This one is sweeter, but this one is maybe a little more well-rounded. This has that. This has a little bit of that spice bite to it, a little bit of like that clove there on the back end, where I didn't get that on this one. This came off very very sweet, really nice profile, citrusy, burnt orange. But I can't drink anymore because it's gone. But um, I can't remember what I got on the back end on this one. But yeah, it just reminds me of drinking like a cocktail. It's got a lot of that citrus on the front and middle of the palate, that like burnt orange, lemon peel. Again, there's some of that like that oakiness to it. And then there's like the little bit of that spice that kind of sits there on like the back of the palate and the back of the throat there. All right. So I'm gonna eliminate glass number 3. Yeah. So the winners tonight are these two. That's it. Calling it there. Um oh man, all right. So what are your guys' thoughts before I pull out the key? I'm very nervous. Maybe that's why I'm sweating. No, not really. I'm just sweating because I have something. Um Sarah, I think I told you I'll reach out to you tomorrow if Sarah's still in here. She is. Okay. Roscoe P. Coltrane's in the house. Cheers, man. We got 46 in the chat, guys. Again, thank you so much for being here. I apologize. I am not feeling my best. Luckily, I mean, you guys can't see me right now. I feel like I'm burning up, but yeah. So thank you guys for being here. I know Monday Night Football's on. I have it on the screen over there right now. So I can't see the score though. Seahawks Giants 0-0. Okay, good. I think both are the Sagamore, says Eric. Okay. Sag, an 8-year Dusty pick. I think Sag swept. I give Found North a possibility. Okay. Dan, take care. Gets over. Yeah, Tim. Again, I'm not going to stay up super late tonight. I was actually hoping maybe some alcohol would get rid of whatever I have. Again, I don't have like any symptoms of a cold. I'm hoping it's just like a 24-hour thing. Just very warm, very hot. I definitely had a fever, but yeah. So just trying to drink some fluids and eat, rest. That's really it. I want to come out tonight just to get out of my house and enjoy the chat with you guys. You guys say some funny shit on here, so it's nice to kind of get a laugh when you're not feeling your best. So, and again, that's not. It's weird, So years and years ago, I got my tonsils taken out. And I've sworn for the longest time, when I got my tonsils taken out, like I haven't gotten sick as much as I used to when I was younger. I'm not saying that's the reason. I just find it very odd because I used to get sick a lot. And then once I got those taken out, it just seems like it's been just less and less. Again, knock on wood, but thankfully, the severity of some of the stuff that I have hasn't really been too crazy. So not exactly a stellar matchup on Monday night. This Rye battle is better. I appreciate that, Peter. I thought E was your pick, and D, my guess was Found North. Okay, that's what Darrell says. Okay, all right, guys. I'm definitely nervous. I'm not going to be upset if my pick loses. I still got one pick that I was a part of in here. So if it didn't make it, it didn't make it. So let's get into the results, guys. Here we go. Let me grab my key. All right. God, I'm sweating. All right. Tonight, here is the key. So we have uh, the Dusty pick is letter A. B is the Found North number 7. C is the Emerald Rye. D is the Sagamore 8-year. And E is the Hard Truth Chocolate Malt. All right. So, I guessed. I think this has to be the Hard Truth. This is the darkest one out of all of them. This one came into a close second. This was very dark, but this was very fruit dark, like concentrated dark fruit on that one. So I still think that's the Hard Truth. I'm hoping that this is. I don't think this is the Sagamore, a Sagamore. I think this is a Sagamore. I just don't know if it's my pick or the 8-year. This one, however, I felt, and I could be wrong on these two here, but I felt like this could be the Fountain North number 7. So let's see what we got. So the first eliminated, I think, was glass number 1. That is letter C. Okay, so all right, that makes me feel a lot better. Letter C is the Emerald Rye. The Emerald Rye was letter C. That was my first eliminated. I'm not saying the Emerald Rye is bad. Maybe it just doesn't stand up to some of these. But again, there's a lot of good whiskey in here that's going up against it. So, and they're all typically right around the same proof points, give or take a few. So, all right. So the first eliminated was the Emerald Rye. And I think I eliminated this next. To me, I think this is the Hard Truth. Definitely dark. However, I didn't get that like espresso bean or a lot of that chocolate influence on there. It was definitely dark. I did pick up some darker kind of notes on it, and it did start to kind of open up into that flavor kind of profile. It's that, or it's got to be this one, if not. So let's see what this one is. That is letter E. That is the Hard Truth. Okay, so I wasn't off. Letter E, Hard Truth. Okay, I'll take it. So that means that both Sagamores and the Found North are left. That makes me feel a lot better. Scott Pigsley, cheers, man. Nice to see you. Mash and Metal, cheers, buddy. Good to see you. Okay. Ben says I got a Hard Truth. All right. So I guess this is kind of the moment of truth here. I mean, this can't be a Sagamore. There's no way. That's way too dark and concentrated to be a Sagamore. So these are both Sagamores. I think it just comes down to which one is which at this point. All right. So I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna pick this one back here. The winner. One of the winners. Yes. Okay. That is letter A. That is my pick. So it won. Okay. Thank God. All right. That makes me feel a little bit better. So now if it gets eliminated next round, I don't care. That's fine. But at least it made it to round number 2. So now I guess that comes down to this then. This is what? Uh-oh. Okay, that's the Sagamore 8-year. So D is the Sagamore 8-year, which means the Found North number 7, glass B, is the Found North number 7. Found North and my pick. My pick actually made it through. I am fucking shocked. Sorry, YouTube. But man, that I was nervous. I was really nervous about that. So it made it. Wow. All right. So that's interesting. So I don't remember getting I don't remember being like an old fashioned. But that's kind of like what I was getting off of it was giving me those like like burnt kind of orange and lemon and some clove and some of that rye spice that stood out there on the back of the palate. Where I wasn't, this just came off very kind of sweet. This 8 year came off very sweet. Um, man, damn, that's crazy. Okay. And again, there's nothing against that Sagamore 8 year. I mean, that Sagamore 8 year is great. I just feel like on it had to be my pick had just a little bit more spice bite on the back than that. This Found North though, man, this thing is crazy. So this was the one I think it was that I was getting like the cake. Yeah, I was getting a cake note off of that. But you know what though? Like the sweetness of that, I think I had said it. I think I said it about this one or that one. I can't remember. Um, about like that corn sweetness. Like I felt like I was getting a high content of corn, and maybe that's where the sweetness is coming from. And I mean, it's only 30% corn on this one, but it's a 21-year-old corn that's in there. So maybe like that's where some of that sweetness and that like cake kind of aroma was coming from. But on the palate, this thing, to be honest with you, this blew all of them away on the palate. Like this was insanely concentrated. Like this just it literally saturated the palate. That was wild. Um uh Let me see. Good deal now. I don't have to drain pour my Dusty Sagamore. Great pick, Sandeep. Thank you. Wandering Magoo, the clapping hands. Key Thompson, your pick is also an 8 year. Cheers. Yeah, it is. So my pick is officially an 8 year. I know there's a 7 year tag on it, but Brian did say they did. It got bottled a little late, and it did hit that 8 year mark. So technically, that is an 8 year. Master Drum says, Dusty, when we picked it, we thought it was very fruit forward and spicy. Yeah, like now that you say that, I do remember that. They did have that like that spice bite kind of sitting there on the back of the palate. Um, that's crazy. So the Sagamigos that we picked made it into the next round, and then my pick, thank God it made it to the next round. At least I'm happy it just made it past round one at this point. So I got to see what it's going up against now. I gotta pull up the chart and see what it goes head to head with next. Well, at least I have the Dusty pick. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty. Which one was the old fashioned? Paul, that was actually my pick. That one gave me the old fashioned vibes. It's just like it has some of that like kind of burnt citrus to it, and then there was like that spice that kind of lingers there on the back of the palate. Had a little bit of like some clove to it, some oakiness to it as well. The 8 year was good. However, in this lineup, going the way that it did, it was just very sweet on the palate. It didn't have that spice bite that I was getting on here, and this one was a little more flavor heavy than this one. I actually, to be honest with you, I like the 8 year on the nose better than I do on mine. But the palate, I think, just offered maybe a little bit more for me. And this is the 2022 8 years, by the way. Guess what, Dusty? We pick hitters. I agree. I agree. We do. I think some of the stuff that we've done picks of have been quite impressive, to be honest with you. Again, Sagamigos made it 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, last week, I can't remember. I think it was last week. And then thankfully, my pick made it. So I'm happy at least made it to the next round. I totally agree with that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like obviously, with that profile, Sagamore's profile, it offers that kind of burnt, a little bit like some burnt citrus, some lemon and some orange, some of that clove, some baking spices further in, and then that rye spice bite that kind of gets you there on the back of the palate a little bit. Just had a little bit more to offer than that 8 year. Again, the 8 year is super sweet. A fantastic pour. I love that 8 year, but I think just in the order that it went, Uh, I picked my pick over that one, but this Found North was number one by far. So, um, that obviously moves into the next round with this. So, and then some other things. Let me see what it goes up against really quick here, guys. I'm curious. I can't remember off the top of my head, but so oh, the Hard Truth Caramel did. That was in my first bracket. I didn't know that it made it. For some reason, I thought I didn't have that one in there. So now that the left bracket is complete, it's the Hard Truth Caramel, the Found North Stuff and Whiskey, the Sagamore Cognac, the Four Gate Ruby Rye Springs, the Found North 7-year single barrel, and then my pick, that are all going to go together. So that's wild. So that's 6. So instead of having 5 glasses, I got to have 6 on the next round and can only pick 2. So Hard Truth Caramel, the Found North Stuff and Whiskey pick, which was fantastic. The Sagamore Cognac, the Four Gate Ruby Rye Springs, the Found North Single Barrel number 7, and then my pick. That'll be going into not next week, but the following week. So sipping on that Dusty Dan pick, not being a rye guy. This is so good. Dusty, I went 5 for 5 tonight. Please don't don't. I won't disconnect the camera you have somewhere in here, Darrell. I know you got a camera in here somewhere. And then so next week, we have the Bare Knuckle KO Rye. That was a pick. That was a local pick. We have the Nashville Barrel Company Cherry Dr. Pepper. This is from the Mash and Journey pick. The K. Luke Rye. The Heresy Rye was in there, but I forgot my pick of the Boone County and had to replace it with the Heresy Rye. So now the Boone County is entered into that. So it's a 5-year, I think a 5 or 6 year Boone County Rye pick. And then the Blue Run High Rye number 2. So that's what's going next week. And then that would be going up against the Sagamore Cast Strength 123 proof. The Driftless Blood Orange, which was another Mash and Journey pick. The Sagamigos, which is another Mash and Journey pick. The Old Carter Rye batch number 10. And then whatever wins again next week, either the Boone County, the Blue Run High Rye 2, K. Luke, Nashville, the Cherry Dr. Pepper, or the Bare Knuckle KO Rye. So still got some really good whiskey to do these blinds through. So the Blood Orange pick could take this. That Blood Orange pick is stupid good. It could, it's, when you get down to 6 different whiskeys that I had to try next week, next week is 5, but then the 2 weeks following would be 6. There's a lot of different flavor profiles going on. So, yeah, I mean, it's that Blood Orange is fantastic. Just poured some Sagamore Trifecta for the real old-fashioned notes. Yeah, you want to talk like genuine old-fashioned notes. I mean, that offers some chocolate in there too. But that Trifecta pick that we did with 21090, myself and then the Master Journey Whiskey Club, that's crazy. That is like chocolate orange. I mean, just crazy flavors on that one. Sipping on that Dusty Dan, not being a rye guy, that is so good. Appreciate that, Tim. Jason, I think the Blood Orange and the Hard Truth Caramel Malt might make it deep. Yeah, I mean, for some reason I forgot the Hard Truth Caramel was even in it. I didn't know that was randomized in there. For some reason I thought it didn't make it. But man, that was an interesting blind, guys. Again, I didn't pour as much, but I still have a little bit of some of these left. Yeah, mine and the 8-year are gone. Still got some of the Found North. But guys, I'm gonna put the live link in here. If anybody just wants to hop on just for a little bit and chat. Again, I probably can't go too long. I'm I'm sweating my ass off, man. Let me post this. Let me post the link in the chat. If anybody just wants to hop on and just kind of bullshit just for a little bit, you're more than welcome to hop on. Copy. I was nervous that my pick wasn't going to make it, but again, I wasn't disappointed because it had some stiff competition in here. So, I know there's a lot of people that don't like the blue run stuff, but I mean that rye's pretty good. I mean, it didn't make it far in this blind for me, but again, it let off. So, let me post this in here. Mix them all or blend them. All right, Sandeep, I'll do that. I'll mix them. Skip the giveaway tonight. That's fine, JG. Yeah, I won't do a giveaway tonight. I'm not worried about that. So, Independent Joe, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Good to see you, brother. Z-Man in the house. Cheers, buddy. All right, Sandeep, I will mix. Actually, you know what? I'll blend everything together. I still have a little bit of everything. I'll mix it all together and see what I come up with here. So, let me just post a link if anybody wants to hop on. All right, guys, I just pinned it up to the top. If anybody wants to hop on just for a little bit and kind of shoot the shit. I know it's still kind of early. That blind only took about an hour or so. All right, so let's blend some of this stuff together here. All right, what's this one? That's E. That's C. B. A. D. Okay. So there's my key. I don't remember what was what. So A. Oh, got a special guest entering here, guys. What's up, Jay?
What's up, bud?
How are you, man?
Nothing. How you feel? I was fighting a little bit of a of a head cold over the weekend too, man. It's going around.
Yeah, I'm not I don't have any symptoms of a cold. It's more so like a fever. Like I was clocking in at 101
Yeah,
yesterday. So
I haven't really been able to film anything in like 4 days. I'm all
congested.
congested. I could smell and taste everything, but I sound like I swallowed a frog.
Yeah, I mean, like I remember I was talking with a guy at work, and he's like, "Man, your face is all like flush and all that." And I was like, I started just sweating like really bad, and I was like,
Yeah.
I felt fine that morning, and then all of a sudden it was just like downhill.
Yeah. It's all trying to line up some content this week, man. But I'm shot, so I'm just trying to just relax a little bit, take some time because that Blendageddon starts next week. So
Oh shit. I was gonna send a Franken blend in, but by the time it got to you, it's gonna wind up being too late. So,
well, dude, do you wanna help me? I mean, I know we shouldn't reveal the judge, but do you want to help me judge next week? Be the first judge on the Franken rounds.
I can do that.
Okay, it's Wednesday night though. I don't know if you're available, but if you
I should. I can let you know.
Oh, yeah, let me know. Let me
know. They call me captain. I don't know what happened. Oh no. For some reason, he's not connecting.
No. Just do the next review in character voices. Yeah, I could actually.
B was the Found North. All right, so I'm going to mix everything together here. I'm just going to pour a little bit more in each one. Man, that Found North's freaking crazy.
I heard a lot of those finished ones are really good.
Man, that's unreal, man. The finish and the finish on that's crazy. It's very concentrated.
Yeah, I was wondering if that one was going to stick out because I couldn't really tell because the Sagamore 8-year is extremely fruit forward as well. So I was wondering what you were getting like as far as like between the Sag 8 versus the Found North finish in the PX. So
well, like the Found North, it was super dark, like dark fruit, but it was very sweet and like cake forward on the nose. The Sagamore 8-year, it reminded me of mine because it obviously it's Sagamore. There's a lot of like citrus on it.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't getting like that like like a little bit like the depth to it like I did on mine, but it was very, very sweet on the palate. The 8 year, and then on mine it just offered like that little bit of like more of that like burnt kind of like citrus, and then like that spiciness that I got on the back end. I didn't get that on the 8 year, but I got it on mine, and that's kind of I think what separated the two. But I mean, shit, it could have gone either way. I mean, that was the last one eliminated. So,
What's up?
what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing good.
You got the old captain hat on. Huh?
Yeah. Did you buy a boat today? What happened?
No, some chick gave me that at a yacht rock concert many years ago, and it's
A
just
yacht rock concert?
Yeah, little boat music. You know, people drinking gin and tonics and skirts. It's pretty good.
He said, Jason, just do the next review in a character voice. I'll sub in for Dusty if he can't.
I could probably, JG, he can't sub in. He's got a dog in the fight, so he can't judge.
All right, yeah, I won't send anything. And I actually have this I have a finished weeded blend that I was gonna send in.
Dude, if you could send it in, it doesn't start till night. You got all the rest of this week to send it.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna be a judge in it, I can't do it.
Wait, this would be a Frankenstein blend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want, you could not do that, and you could be a judge in the American whiskey competition if you want.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll see. I'll text you. Let you know.
Think about it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm having my one pour of the night.
Well, which one? What year is that?
16.
Okay. Nice.
Lily's here.
She wanted to say hello.
How you doing, EJ? Roger, how are you?
Good.
What's up, Raj?
Good.
Did Lily just go out for a jog?
She's been playing ball.
Oh,
That's her favorite thing in the world.
because when that tongue is hanging out, I know what that means.
Yeah.
Who's sweating more, your dog or Dusty Dan?
My back is drenched right now. Like
Dusty, that was me yesterday. I took a shower and I kept sweating. It was terrible.
It's bad, man.
I think whatever I had or whatever I have was like sweating out of me.
I hope that's what it is, because I mean I feel better today than I did yesterday, but shit, man. Nick Promin's in the house. Cheers, Nick. He says I listen to Yacht Rock all the time on Sirius XM.
Yeah, don't hate Yacht Rock. Come on.
Yacht Rock. Jay, what are you drinking?
Dude, these just came today. These are the Rolling 4 cast strength rums we're releasing soon.
Oh, good stuff.
This is a 10-year cast strength rum from Foursquare, and it was aged over a year in Woodford Reserve double oak casks.
Oh man,
dude, this thing is so effing good. Oh my god. You just got them in. Yeah, and then we got this one. This is aged a year. This is a 9-year cast strength rum, aged for a year in Elijah Craig barrel proof bourbon casks.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So are they equal to you, or is one better than the other for your palate? Not everyone.
So actually, Darrell was on the pick team with us when we did these, and you think like just how your mind works. You would think like, oh man, the Elijah Craig, the Elijah Craig barrel proof is going to be our favorite, but that Woodford double oak cask one is ridiculous.
Damn, did it offer like more of that like that darkness to it?
Yeah, it added like this like you would talk about like birthday cake earlier. It's like this rum raisin birthday cake with like this dark like chocolate note to it. It's ridiculous.
Oh god.
And then we were lucky enough to get this one too for the group, which is a 17-year cast strength rum.
Damn, distilled in Indiana?
It's bottled in Indiana, but it was aged at Foursquare. So this is a Foursquare 17-year-old rum.
Oh my.
What's the price on that? The 17?
The 17 years is going to be like $170. These are going to be like I think about $90 each, and I mean a 10-year and a 9-year cask strength. If you get all this, we did not pick this. They just offered this up for us if we want to offer it to everybody. But they said if you buy all 3, we could do like free shipping. But these 2 picks, our actual picks that will have stickers on them, are just ridiculous.
I mean, Christmas is coming soon for folks, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be early Christmas with these rums. These are ridiculous. I'm actually going to crack open the Elijah Craig one here soon. I'm sipping on the Woodford double oaked finish one.
Or else bring him to Kentucky this weekend.
Oh yeah, actually that's a good idea. I will.
Yeah, I gotta try some of those. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, they're not going to launch this Friday because we're going to be away. We'll probably launch them probably sometime next week, like midweek or something like that. We'll get all 3 of these to the group. But yeah, these were bottles that we didn't think we would ever get to pick for folks, but these popped up and we were like, oh my God, these are. And
you don't even really hear about that. You know what I mean? That's a pretty unique pick.
Yeah, I mean, Sealbox releases some of these sometimes that you hear about, but the fact that we got, we wanted to make them really special just for the bourbon drinkers, so they sent us some really unique casks, especially.
So that's kind of what they do then, is they buy some barrels from all these companies and just finish them and
rolling fork. Actually, you know where these are aging, dude? These are aging at no, these are aging at Starlight.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So when we were at Starlight and we were there doing our picks, Andrew said that one of these casks was actually still there. So
nice. What's up, Chris?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Cheers, man.
Of the week?
How we doing?
Cheers.
Yeah,
you're not feeling well.
3 are stellar, but the Woodford double oak finished one. Holy crap. Okay.
Jay, about those 3, which one has the most balance between the aged oak and sweetness?
If you're going to buy one, the Woodford double oaked one is ridiculous. Yeah. The Elijah Craig barrel proof one, which I'm going to taste here shortly, you actually get like that cherry punch that you get with Elijah Craig barrel proof in the rum sometimes. So it's like that maple cherry combination that's really good. But yeah, JG's asking, will they hold up in a? No, these are not to be put in a cocktail. You drink these neat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't. If you want to put ice in it, all for it, but do not put this in a cocktail, dude.
Do you know how they say that
doesn't go well with Coke?
Do you know they say the best way to drink your whiskey is the way you like it? He's talking about friggin' rum, folks, not whiskey.
Rum. If you wanna mix it with Coke, go buy some Captain Morgan, not these.
It makes good Mai Tai.
Steel box. I've never seen those finished before. At least I don't recall. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. So from what I hear, there's a lot of people going to Bourbon on the Banks.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big group down there, man.
God damn, man. Maybe next year I might be able to make it, but couldn't make it this year, man. Chris, what are you drinking?
I did my one big bourbon trip of the year already.
Said the same thing.
Man.
I said I already made it
Get on the West
Maryland.
Coast, DJ. God, that was far for you guys.
It was fun. Definitely worth it.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, it'll be a little bit closer this year. We're working with Bardstown Bourbon Company this year, so we'll see if that happens. So
yeah,
that would be amazing.
Chris, what do you got in the glass?
Just started with some Russell's Reserve. First one of the night, the CNB.
Okay. Ooh, a Camp Nelson B. Very nice.
Yeah, I got an A and I got a B, so I got to figure out which one I like better now.
You gotta try to find one of the E's that have been dropping. They're closer to the river, that warehouse, and they're a little bit richer and a little bit funkier.
Jay I mean, I don't really see a lot of the Rickhouse K around here, but are they still putting out really good picks?
Yeah, the K's are still hitting absolutely the best. Yeah,
that's been one of my favorites by far. I mean, Cam Nelson stuff's great, but I mean the K just to me offers something that's a little different.
Yeah, even when we walked into the last picks we did, Bruce Russell was like, "Dude, the K's, just the K's all day long."
Start here.
Yeah,
I don't really see them. Again, I don't see them around here at all. But yeah, I just remember some of the K picks were really good.
Dan, you can send up some Sagamore Distillery. I have Russell store picks for days up here.
Oh, do you?
You do.
Yeah,
I
we
gotta
can
go
do it. We
six
can do
behind
it.
me.
That's fine.
Giselle, what kind of warehouses are dropping up there?
A lot of Camp Nelsons. We have A, B, and E,
There you go.
and we have a Tyrone. Is it R?
Yeah.
Oh, Tyrone R. Holy shit!
I'm pretty sure. I'd have to dig it out of the cabinet.
Captain, you should get with Chris and send him Camp Nelson E. He needs to try one of those.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Really? All right.
I'm still trying to find the ECBP, the C.
You need
I
one?
mean, that's a serious bourbon.
I can probably send you one, Dan.
Oh, you have them up by you? I'll send you money.
Yeah, I just got one last week, so I can probably they're dropping here finally in Oregon, so I can probably crack one down.
Yeah, I'd love to get my hands on one of
Yeah,
those.
EJ, any extras you run into, just keep buying them for me. I appreciate that.
No problem. Yeah,
Are they that good?
They're fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, you got to think about it. We always talk about Craig Barrel Proof being such a great value, but that's not more true than because we could have gotten a high age statement. It could have been 13 years on the label, but it could have been shit. It could have been over oaked. You never know. But it's just a super good, delicious batch.
Yeah.
If you have C919, when I blinded all my favorites together, C919 was easily the closest to the C923.
What did you pick when you did your blind though?
It was close. It was C923. I think I picked, but I tried them head to head the next day blind, and I actually picked C919.
Okay.
So it's both of them are pretty close.
And that's the high age statement, right? It's like 13 years.
13 years, 7 months, or 13 years, 9 months, something like that.
My favorite moment of that night was when you tried to compare it to a pirate bottle, and you're like, nope, not even close.
Yeah, the pirate bottle is on another. It's on another level. You can't even compare. I don't care how old you put a statement. It's not going to compare.
So, Bourbon Junkies put out a review of Voyage today, and they're like, "Why pay $300 for that when some of your favorite Master's Keeps of all time are $300?"
When they aren't?
No, they are. Like some of their favorites, they were saying you can find, online on secondary in different places for around $300. Like, why would you pay $300 for Voyage when you can go get a?
I mean, I get that, but the average consumer doesn't deal in secondary. I get that part, but not a lot of them are gonna.
It just dropped here in Pennsylvania, $214.
Really?
Yeah.
I decided to make some premium rum while we're sitting here.
Oh boy!
Yeah, I got some Don Q, and I got my Elijah Craig bottle here. So
that's aging right there.
Hey,
you up, Jay?
I want to test this before I buy it.
You know what's funny? It's Elijah Craig's small batch. It's not even barrel proof.
There's no flavor in that glass.
Yeah, well, it's small batch. It's small, but it's batched.
Jay, have you seen the Wild Turkey Generation?
Yeah, I actually got a bottle.
Did you?
Yeah, a buddy in North Carolina grabbed one for me. $450 retail though.
Yeah.
And honestly, I have a hard time believing. Now we'll see how it tastes. Well, I was buying it regardless. You guys know me in turkey, so it didn't matter.
It's gone.
Yeah, turkey. I have a hard time believing that that's going to be better than that single Rickhouse Camp Nelson F.
You think so?
I don't think it's going to be able to beat that thing. That Camp Nelson F
difference.
That Camp Nelson F might be one of the best bourbons I've had in a long time. I mean, it's going to be up there this year for me, and I don't care how hard it is to get. I mean, I know it sucks, but that's how good that bourbon is.
We got left said Fred alter ego on.
What's the proof on that Generations? I didn't see.
Oh, that's a good question. Let me see the photo here.
I'll tell you what, 80 proof never tasted so good.
Too sweaty for sure. It hurts.
Hey Dan, I heard the rum would cure your fever.
Dan's too sweaty
rum will
for
cure
his
your
shirt.
fever, yeah.
Too sweaty for his shirt. So sweaty.
Oh my God, what the hell?
He's singing Left Said Fred.
That's Ben in his dirty voice. Hey, Ben.
What's up?
Ben, that was a great intro. That was your best one yet.
Jay, did you see I tagged you on that that
Sure.
Dickel, the old school bottle?
Yeah, man. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh boy.
That was cheap. $200.
That was actually a good deal. Yeah.
Is it any good? Have you tried it?
I've never had a sample of that before, so I couldn't tell you. But
I mean, it's the Jimmy Russell special.
Holy shit! The Generations bottle is $450.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
it's 700 on secondary right now.
That's retail. The first bottle I saw in secondary was 1.3 thousand. Somebody asked.
Jesus.
I was like,
Tim
you
Corney said he was
asshole.
at Turkey in 275 a few weeks ago.
This is what really pissed me off is that the Camp Nelson Rickhouse F was the single Rickhouse F was dropping this week in Kentucky. People were getting bottles. They were having Jimmy Russell sign it and then putting it on secondary and adding an extra like $100 because it's signed. That's a fucking dick move. Fucking assholes.
That's horrible.
You know, that's a way to take advantage of an old man, you shithead. Fucking
That's bad.
No, nothing
With a
beats,
giant
nothing
hog.
beats a mash and
I
drum.
got so pissed when I saw that. I'm like, you fucking asshole. You couldn't even wait till you got to your car before you put that on
You
secondary
posted it, yeah.
with his signature, you shithead.
Yeah, that's bad. They take it in their car, like right outside.
Oh, I have quite a rant built up.
Wednesday's going to be fun.
No,
Yeah.
Here we
he's out
go.
this week.
not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday when I go live again, you're gonna see quite a rant about it. And I hope everyone that sold one of those bottles with his signature on is watching because they're fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll sign this Elijah Craig barrel proof rum for anybody.
Not barrel proof.
I mean, yeah, it's bottle proof for sure. I mean, granted, the proof went down from 94 to 80, but you know, it's.
You know what,
it's-
JG? I think you got this bourbon. You got this rum beat right here. Then
I know. I'll put a signature on there for you. Any signature you want.
JG, it's bottle entry proof. BEP.
Roscoe Coltrane says just blended an OESQ and an OBSK. Pretty good blend. Not a fan of the secondary. Yeah, I mean,
so the Wild Turkey Generations, it's a blend of 15,
That's pretty good.
14, 12, and 9-year-old turkey, 120.8, which is barrel proof.
damn.
Hey, Jason. Then
Yeah.
there's a guy here in St. Louis that found out that they were going to drop that Rick House here in St. Louis. He left as soon as he found that out, drove all the way down there 5.5 hours to get a video with him and Jimmy signing the bottle.
Oh my
He brought
God.
it all the way back that night and had a bottle share with a bunch of his buddies and shared it. Half of it
That's
with
how you
his
do it.
buddies.
Well, you should.
It was
well,
so fucking cool. It
let
was
me know
like-
who that guy is. I'm going to send him a T-shirt. That's awesome.
It was awesome. I was like, and you know, he was posting things on St. Louis Bourbon Society. All right, I'm 2 hours out. They still got it, and we're like posting back. Yeah, they still got it. They still got it. He's like,
Fucking cool.
Well, I would imagine at that price point, they're not going to fly off the shelves. So
Yeah.
they were gone the next morning. The next morning they had a line of like 60 or 80 people. Those were all flippers the next day.
yeah.
You guys
They
tried
were-
it yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
like it at first, but it opened up nicely. I did not like it, dude. The first pour tasted like bathroom cleanser.
I heard urinal cakes, and I'm like, not buying it.
It
All right,
was
there's-
for me.
seriously,
it was very,
people need to
like,
stop
very
spreading
purple
that
and earthy
freaking
on the
taste.
first,
Yeah.
but
Fifth quarter tailgate.
I didn't. Jay, I didn't know there was.
Before
This
I
was
didn't know
7
anything.
years old.
Yeah, dude, it's a 7-year-old product.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at the little 7 there.
Yeah, I went to go get some information to go post in like the little description part of the review, and I pulled up Breaking Bourbon's review on it, and it was like, yeah, Chris Fletcher said it was 7 years old. I was like, what the fuck? It
Yeah.
tasted older to me, and then I didn't know that prior to reviewing it, but once I put that description in there, I was like, shit, it's 7
Yeah, I
years
forgot what else. I found out also we did a virtual tasting. I was invited to a virtual tasting with Chris Fletcher. He said, yeah, it's all 7 years old. There was another point in there that he had mentioned that I found interesting about that rye. Yeah, the barrels for that rye are it's not like your typical barrel treatment that they do to their typical ryes. It's a little bit different. He didn't say what it was, but he said they wanted to get a little bit more dark and richer. I don't know, maybe it's a heavier char or something like that, but they do a little something in there.
Interesting.
Oh yeah,
There we
Scott
go.
Pigsley. Yeah, I think Scott Pigsley ruined it for me. He said 100% urinal cake on the nose, and I couldn't get it out of my head.
There it is.
Yeah, when somebody gives a terrible tasting note, it doesn't help anybody when it spreads.
I will say though, it does dissipate with some airtime. In the beginning, it did smell like that a little bit. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah. I didn't get urinal cakes, but it was very
urinal cake, but yeah,
very herbal and like earthy that I got. But beautiful presentation though, man. That box is gorgeous.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I love my little tiny 375 of
There
Jack
you
Daniels barrel proof.
There you go.
It's adorable. It's
I
like
tell
Hey
you,
guys, I'm gonna jump off. I gotta go play Dungeons and Dragons now. So have a good night.
Yeah.
see you later.
Feel better, Jason.
Yeah,
Nerd.
thanks.
Yeah, damn
Nerd.
nerd.
Damn friggin' cough.
Let me know,
You're
Jason.
a freaking cosplaying son of a bitch.
I gotta go get my Princess Leia costume on. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I need
Oh,
one.
boy.
you know
Yeah.
you have one of those.
He's not
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Did open up when the first crack was off. Yeah. Man, what are you drinking, bud?
I got an empty Glen at this moment. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
same.
That's not it.
I blended all of my competitors.
You know what? I'm gonna do a fresh crack to see if I can find this note. Fuck it.
Oh man, I just found banana.
Uh-oh, here he
What is
goes. Urinal cakes.
Urinal cake.
Cake's coming in.
Go to the bathroom to get his his bottle.
Ben has a shit ton of bottles, man. Like a stupid amount.
Yeah, but he doesn't own this bottle, and he could.
What is it?
It's my
Ben-
Elijah Craig barrel proof,
Rum?
barrel bottle
Rum.
proof, Don rum. You know, it's Q
Baby
rum.
proof.
That's
This-
Q rum.
So you guys are all drinking the
I
Jack
don't
Daniels
do rum,
Rye.
so yeah.
It's Don Q though.
I
Don.
don't
Whoever
do
Don
rum
is,
to the
he's
point
Q.
that I got a taste to the
No.
Masters Keep, and I passed on it at MSRP.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that. I just bought it.
banana heavy forward.
What's that? The barrel proof?
Well,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, this is the most banana. I've had 4 of them. This is the most.
Chris, you fucked up. What can I
Crazy.
tell you?
I mean, that's
Roger,
the
is that the
that's the
simple
name of the
barrel?
game.
Yes.
Oh, nice, man.
I heard their single barrels are.
All right,
awesome.
you'll write it off. You'll be fine.
This is awesome. This
Right?
is
Yeah,
awesome.
when we
Tax
were
break.
when we were at
You
Neat,
can, I can't.
Neat had a single barrel release. Oh, Ben, you were there. They had a single barrel release for I don't know how much it was, but yeah, that's good stuff, man. Those single barrels are good from Green River.
They're going to do a little FYI in January. They're scheduled to drop the weeded single barrels.
Oh shit.
That I'm all
That'll
about.
be even better.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm.
Eric Gunderson, hope all is well, man.
America,
America.
Urinal cake.
Chris,
Do not think
tell-
of that,
Chris, tell
Ben.
us about the pick with the bourbon judge in 21090, man. What's going on?
So we have the hard truth pick coming out, and then we have a driftless Glen pick coming out as well. So
All
we'll be a couple months out.
All of you guys?
but you haven't
Oh,
picked
the-
it yet, so you don't even know if you're picking one.
We did so I have the samples here for hard truth. I'm sorry for hard truth still. We did the driftless Glen pick just a couple nights ago.
Is the driftless
Um,
rye or bourbon, Chris?
The rye.
Okay.
8 years. It'll be the oldest pick that came out so far, which is nice. They said by the time it comes out, it should be 8 years. We'll see if it hits that 8-year mark or not.
What about proof?
Proof was 116 on that. I believe it was right under 120 somewhere. They were all right in that 116 to 120 range.
I'll give you a
I
lemon
forget the
meringue
exact
pie
number.
on the nose.
No urinal cakes?
Is that the,
No.
is that the Jack? Let me get
No,
that.
I didn't get it either.
I could give you a lemon meringue pie on it.
I'm literally sweating out every ounce of alcohol that I have tasted right now. It's so hot.
Jump on a treadmill and go run
Too
for a while on a
sweaty
treadmill
for
and sweat it all out.
insurance. So sweaty it hurts.
We're gonna watch Dan just sweat away.
Dan's
too Yeah.
sweaty for his
Milk, man.
You know,
for his body.
Dan,
There you go.
you're doing leg
Sweating to the oldies.
exercises under the desk. That's the problem.
Huh?
You're doing your leg workout under the desk.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, I saw a Kings County here in Iowa.
Okay.
It was like a 94 proofer. Are those like? I mean, are those worth it or no?
It's all right. Truthfully, you really need a pick to find out what they're about. At worst, you want the barrel proof.
It was
I mean-
yeah. It was a 90. It was like 94 proofer. It was like I want to say it was like $75, but I didn't know. Okay, that's what. Good. I'm glad I asked. This tempted to get it.
You'd be better off knowing somebody to get a hand delivery of a pick. Just saying.
I was the
Good.
same way on that weeder for the
Okay.
Green River.
Yeah, it was just. And then it was not. You guys have been talking about it so much. It was unusual to see something like that here in Iowa. I'm glad I asked.
There you go,
I mean,
Chris.
Yeah.
it's not like I don't like it, but I like it for $40,
Mhm.
$35, not 70 now.
Yeah, I mean that Jack is. I mean, there's definitely a lot of citrus forward notes on it.
Yeah, I can give you a lemon, but
But there
Like,
is herbalness.
artificial bathrooms cakes. No,
No.
it's too sweet.
I'm not sure how someone would actually know that actual notes, which is kind of scary. But
I mean, look, we've all walked into that bathroom with the mothballs in the crotch holder, and
yeah, granted, but I wasn't bending down licking the urinal cakes.
How's that old saying go? Where your tongue knows what everything feels like.
Some people are closer to the urinal cakes than others.
I guess so. Good to
I'm
be.
doing this with a mini Glen and shoving it in my nose too. It's like
Your nose barely fits, Ben.
Chris, we still
my
got
nose doesn't fit. It's pretty much one
I
nostril.
know we do. We got to get together.
It's shotgunning it.
But the question is, what at this point? The hard part with picks is you want to do something that not everybody's doing, but everybody knows what's good these days. So,
But everybody's doing hard truth, so you're doing.
as I do a hard truth tomorrow night.
I mean, honestly,
Well,
like,
the whole thing is
here's the thing, though, right? Is like
Yeah, but you're doing that with 21090, right?
But you also got to
1090 and
stop. I
bourbon.
mean, this.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
that's. I mean, you're okay. I mean, when you're
But
splitting
you're also
between that
kinda-
account.
You guys are also kind of setting yourselves up a little bit because, say, we're trying, but just because you got some samples doesn't mean you're actually going to choose one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like announcing this is our next pick, and what if the samples suck? You still going to pick one?
That's my biggest fear. Is one day I'm just going to be like, I don't want any of these. And Bourbon Judge, he does a great job when he runs. I think 21090 is actually hosting tomorrow night, but Bourbon Judge has been setting up, and he does a very good job at getting the distillery involved as well. But then they're on the line while you're there,
yeah,
and that scares.
I've straight walked out on a master distiller before.
Well,
No,
I mean, at the end of the day, you guys can pick your favorite, and then whatever, and then if you feel second thoughts, just bail on it for God's sake.
I have no
the
issue
picks are
sitting
not
right
cheap
up
either.
there and telling them.
Yeah.
what sucks, but
The hard truth
it
picks
does
are
make it
not
a
cheap.
little bit easier when they're not on the line.
yeah. I mean, I think like
I haven't had hard truth before.
with picks. I mean, I think people have kind of caught on to what is trending lately, anyway. So. And it's really too like what you have access to, right? Like not everybody has access to Jack Daniel's, picks and stuff like that. So
No, all I'm saying is don't say it's the next pick. Say we're trying some things that might be a pick.
yeah.
Yeah, totally
give
agree.
yourself. You got to leave the door open. That's all I'm saying.
Because the truth is, I mean, when it comes to 21090, just because I do
gonna
like
like
those. I like those guys. I'm buying at least a bottle from them. So
I'm just saying. Todd's
so
gonna
what?
like all of
So
them.
if you don't like it, please just pass.
But Todd's gonna like all of them. So
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah,
He gets excited for sure.
he gets excited, but I think Andy can rail him in. But seriously, I mean, if I don't know, I bet you're going to get something good out of the three.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah.
Hey Ben, did you see this? So Barrel Craft Spirits. I don't know if you guys are in the loop with it. They're selling barrels of other stuff. So there's a Kings County distillery, 2023. Okay,
Wait, this is who?
Barrel Craft.
So it's
Barrel
it's
Craft.
Barrel
Not
Global.
Lost Lantern.
No, it's Barrel Global. So the Kings County Distillery 2023 bourbon barrels are available for this release. 80% corn, 20% malted barley.
That's their mash bill.
Yep, 60% ABV in the barrel. Current yield, 4 years, 215 bottles. Current cost per bottle is $10.23 at 60% ABV or $6.94 at 40% ABV. The barrel, the whole barrel price. Are you ready for this?
Wow.
Yeah, well, it's too young and that's a 55 gallon, 53. That's way too young for them.
It doesn't say on there.
It sounds
But
like
the guy reached out to me and was like, "Hey, like, would you be interested in buying this?" And I was like, I mean, that'd be fun, but that's young, right?
You got
Like,
you got to
way too
try it
young.
first.
Dan, can you
You'd have
send
to
me
sit
that?
on it.
I can. I'll send it to you.
I want to
I'll
read it.
I'll
See
send you a
what.
link.
Just
As-
stash it in the attic. 10 years from now, you're putting out your next Dusty pick, and it's
I mean, I have a
10-year-old barrel.
I have
Live
a
from the
15
Dusty
gallon
Whiskey
barrel
Room.
I have a 15-gallon barrel from Kings County right behind me here. That's
Yeah,
begging
I mean,
to have something poured in it.
They have some pretty wild stuff though, like some of the barrels that they're offering right now. Pretty.
That's too young though.
Yeah.
Well, you got a
That's
question.
pretty
Why are
young.
they trying to sell their young barrels? Are they going out of business or something crazy? I mean,
you see that giant
I
thing
think they
built out?
buy a lot of barrels and use them in some of their blends, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
Barrel uses blends from all over the place. I mean, and their New Year's blend, it's like whiskeys from like Wyoming, Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana.
I didn't care for that bash, Dan.
Like ton. It's like 7 or 8 different states. So I think they get a lot of barrels from other places, and now that they have their own rick house and they're storing and aging whiskeys in there, I think that they're starting to expand their portfolio into like mixing some of these other whiskeys and stuff like that in. So,
So
unless they're just buying and selling barrels, I don't really know. But
if you buy that barrel, do you have to bottle it right away, or can you buy that barrel and have them sit in it?
The guy reached out to me, was like, "Hey, I tried to call you," and I was like, "You didn't.
Not
like, you didn't call me. Like I know you didn't." But no, like I mean, I have to talk to him and see exactly like what is the deal. But I mean, 4 years old, 215 bottles at 120 proof. So.
Yeah.
And it says barrels will be stored at a secure warehouse in New York, but you can buy the barrel and age it. So
I to be honest, that kind of sort of sounds a little scammy to me. To be honest, I mean,
yeah, it does, but I mean, barrel's pretty legit in the game, man. Like
I know, but is this a legitimate barrel person?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just because I mean, I got an email when Barrel when Barrel rolled out with this thing saying that they were going to do something like this. So. But I mean, $2,200 is pretty cheap for a barrel of whiskey.
Yeah,
you could dump that and finish it in something else. You know, there's a lot of things you can do.
Yeah, but if it's awful, it doesn't matter what you're gonna finish it in.
I mean,
can't be worse than
$2,200 for 215 bottles. Again, the cost per bottle is $10.23. That's cheap, right? Like that's super cheap.
I really want to read this. You're killing me.
Let me
Worst
see.
case, you can age it in humidity in Singapore and put a.
First of all, you never want to buy. If you're buying to age it, you never want to buy one barrel of whiskey.
No.
Well.
Where are you, Ben? Let me see here.
Unless you could taste it first, so you know the profile already, and even then, it's a super, super risky proposition because it changes.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that'd be something that Virtue might want to buy that because
I was thinking the same thing.
No. When you buy barrels for a project or a distillery, an NDP, you want to buy 10. Whatever money you have is what you want to buy, because you may get. Let's say you buy 20 barrels. 3 of them might be amazing. 5 of them might be amazing for single barrels. The rest are, and you want to make a blend with them to bring something better out of it.
Yeah, I mean they said it's Barrel Global. And it's all legit. Again, they're getting barrels from all over the place. I forget who some of the other barrels that they had. We're from Ben. I sent it to you. Let me see here.
Ben, what's your fresh take on that bonded rye?
Mine or who else? Who's?
Ben. Ben's drinking that. He just cracked it.
I'm still kind of taking it in. Give me a minute or two on it. I'm a little conflicted on it.
Ben, are you saying you're going to
need answers right now?
It's good. It's almost like a diet rye. So it has this
why
rye taste, but no finish.
I don't want you thinking about it. I want it off the top.
So they had some barrels from Neely family, 2023. That I think they sold out of. I think they sold out of that. 100 bourbon barrels available for this release. 60 wheated, 40 rye.
This is totally freaking
2,600 for a barrel from Neely family.
Yeah, this is totally their branch of trying to get people to Bitcoin whiskey.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds too good to be true. That's kind of where I'm thinking.
I mean,
I'd have to talk it's not an actual.
You can buy your own NFT of barrel bourbon.
Basically.
Sam Bankford free, part 2. No?
What is Casey Jones Distillery? What the hell is that? That's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, isn't it? Casey Jones.
See, listen to this. At any time, you may list your barrel for resale within the Barrel Global Marketplace.
Oh my God!
Allows you to trade the barrels you own for others you prefer, or sell your collection for cash. Visiting and sampling. Many of our distillery partners allow you to visit your barrel in person, and samples to be pulled for a nominal fee.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Shitcoin.
Yeah,
this is
Copper Wolf said he got that email as well.
More like Ponzi.
It really is though. Like, if you think about it, right? Like that is a pretty good investment, considering that. Yeah, I mean, if you let it sit and age, you're going to lose
one barrel is not a good investment.
I mean, for $2,200, that's cheap.
Well, yeah, I mean, but if it's if you're going to make $2,200, turn into $1, then yeah, whatever. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It could be total crap.
Remember, if you have one barrel, also barrels leak, barrels crack.
Sure, but I mean, for a bottle at $10 a bottle,
yeah,
and you're getting 215 bottles.
Yeah, but you could say the slot. I'm seriously, you could say a slot machine's a good investment because you put in a quarter and you won $500.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right, if you're gonna risk it, you got to buy 5 barrels, 10 barrels.
Dan,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
Dan,
for a real return,
$10 a bottle.
You don't buy one share of a stock. This is.
Yeah.
All of us can't afford a whole 15 shares of Apple these days. You know what I mean?
Guys, $10 a bottle. You got to factor in like $2 for the Coke, and you got an easy solution.
Our first.
I don't know. I think Coke's worth more than that nowadays with inflation.
There you go. Copper Wolf said it right here. Here you go. You can always give it a good time.
Nailed it.
Oh God, Mark Emmenegger says that's Hidden Bard.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hide the barn again.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm gonna log off. Just popped in to say hello. So everyone have a great night.
Here's DJ.
Cheers.
See you, bud.
Wait, are you sure this is the same Barrel Craft Spirits?
It's Barrel Global, man. Yeah, it's their new launch.
Right, but I believe it's a separate company.
It's a separate company, but it's still Barrel.
They're still
They're still Barrel. They opened a new facility and they opened this up at the same time.
Independent Joe says, "Don't forget the world can end as well."
Yeah,
good. I would buy it if I could taste it and track it, like Ben said. Yeah, I mean, 2,200 a barrel.
It doesn't sound like you can taste it before you buy it.
Yeah, I never heard of Casey Jones Distillery though. That's something I've never heard of, man. I don't know what Casey Jones Distillery is, but
they're finding
the guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So what did they say? Would they store the barrel for you, or do you have to have?
They store it in New York.
So for that one it was New York. For the Casey Jones, that's in Kentucky. but they have a whole list of different barrels that you can buy from different companies, and like the more popular they are, the higher the price, obviously. But
I don't know. I just, for some reason, I don't know. Without having barrel in hand, kind of like I don't know. It's like you never. I mean, then you got to go down and visit it. I mean, to make sure you actually got it. I don't know.
You just check in on it.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. I mean, like if you don't really, I mean, it's somewhere and then it could get lost. I don't know. It just,
then you're
it
then
just
you're
sounds
just
so.
like, hey, that's
I'm
my
sure
barrel, and it's
I'm
never
sure they're
anywhere.
putting their best barrels into these programs too.
Oh yeah, of course, 100%.
yeah, I don't know about
I
that.
don't know. I mean, there's just, I don't know. I mean, if it sounds too good to be true, that's just kind of the motto that I place in here.
Yeah.
So
Look,
Dan,
I mean, Dan, we talked to Jay.
Yeah.
There is opportunity in it, but it's opportunity in the right barrels.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there is. I mean, that's I mean, and again, I mean, that was only two of, but I mean, I remember when they came out, there was a list of barrels that they had to offer, and there was something that was high, that was pretty high price. I forget who it was from, but it sold out really quick.
We have a local distillery here called the Forge, and they do where they sell where they'll barrel something for you. You'll come up with a mash bill that you agree upon it, and they'll barrel for you. I wonder what that costs. And that might be a similar.
How many do you have to buy?
I can't remember, but it's called the Forge. You could look it up. The Forge.
Because Sagamore did that too, right, Dan? When I went to Sagamore, they had like that little still on the side that they were like, people can come in here and make their own mash.
They ain't doing that no more.
Yeah.
Sagamore Di Serono.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, ever since, yeah, Chris, they did do that. But I think ever since they got purchased, I think that whole thing is done. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the Forge. It's the Foundry. It's the Foundry distiller.
Foundry.
Yeah, it's like they did like they like to do a lot of like mash bills from like popular bears. Like this one came from Arrogant Bastard.
You're an arrogant bastard.
Yeah, that's why I bought it. I've had this for like 4 years now. I'm like, the only reason I bought it is because of the name. But
Adam Sheldon's in the house.
But yeah, Foundry, they'll do private barrels for you, and then they'll store them. And I mean, they are legit. But I don't know if that's something to look into. I don't know. The Foundry. I mean, they do have some decent stuff.
I mean, even if, like I said, even if you were to buy a barrel at $2,200, like that's pretty cheap, to be honest with you. Like with the amount of bottles that you would get out of that, depending on how long you let it age.
Yeah, I know. You just don't know. You don't know what was put into it. You don't know. Yeah. I mean, you're going off of like, I don't know. I don't know. It just seems.
So don't forget,
again, like worst case scenario, you're selling those bottles for $25 and making.
Well, no, time out. That's what it costs for the distillate at the current age. Yeah. You got to pay taxes on that whiskey as it ages.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to pay them. You probably got to pay them for their bottling line time.
Yeah,
you got to pay for your glass. You got to pay for your labels. Believe me,
you got to pay to taste it. They said.
Yeah.
Yeah. The price is not what you're seeing.
The wings were 99 cents, but the napkins are $500. Right.
Yeah, it's like a cable company, and they're like, "Oh, we're only $19 a month," and then you get all the service fees and crap, and next thing you know, it's $100 a month.
What you just described was that shitty company that sold the CDs back in the day. What was that?
Columbia House.
There you go.
Yeah, but I never sent them any money, so I went out.
I don't think anybody.
So Dan, now you know the rest of the story. Casey Jones is a Prohibition era distillery in Golden Pond, Kentucky. Casey was arrested twice and imprisoned twice for building stills. And the legend lives on through his grandson, Arlen A.J. Casey Jones.
Okay.
Yep. They're
and they actually have a full distillery, the whole bit.
So they were Prohibition era?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
they were moonshiners, Dan.
They weren't Prohibition era.
Well, let me get. I'm gonna
Wait,
guess that his birthday
I'm gonna give
was
you
the
I'm gonna give
whole
you the
thing.
slow
He
burn.
added that after the fact.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm guaranteeing that.
I'm going to give you
This
the
is
slow
one of
burn on
those
that.
Kentucky
The
legends.
distillery photos look nice. It's in the very southern part of Kentucky, like almost on the Tennessee.
Oh yeah, it's way down there.
Yep.
Interesting.
They do a weeded bourbon, so there you go.
Sounds like Hidden Barn too.
I love how the fact that they have gold all over the front of their website, all the different awards they've won, but they don't tell you what gold gave it to them. You know,
Exactly.
Roger, they have a bunch of silver
Absolutely
awards,
the
too.
ascots.
Got to be the Ascots.
Hey now. It's like,
Yeah.
You got the Dusty
picked that
Dan
one.
Gold. That's what it is right there. The Dusty Dan Gold.
Yeah, Dusty and Gold. It says it right there.
That's the only time I would. That's the only time I would actually pay attention to one of those awards.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, the stuff that I tell you what, man, that the highest thing that I gave praise to was that OH Ingram single barrel.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that on a live
Yeah,
before.
that was amazing, man. I gave it a 97. It did wind up winning double platinum, but that was fantastic. That was one of the best things that I had for sure. I mean, there was like a there was a handful of stuff, but not anything like this right here though, guys. This stuff is like, I mean,
can we hide that barn again?
I mean, they did such a good job with this.
You got to put that in a blend. I'm telling you.
I'm
I'll
gonna
do
put it
that.
in somebody's blind. You know, it makes sense now. That's why Neely family is getting their stuff to the barrel. That's why.
Ben, you have any comments yet on JD Rye?
Probably.
Yeah.
I haven't checked, to be honest with you. I've been just kind of laying around all day. I haven't been doing anything, man. Just besides sweating.
How long have you been sick, Dan?
2 days.
You were not feeling good last week.
No,
Yeah, that's right.
and it's like I for some reason like it just I was sweating like profusely, like crazy. But and then like I felt nauseous, so I was like, you know what, I'm not feeling good. I'm gonna go.
I had a fever. I'm going to drink some barrel proof rye. And
I'll be honest with you. That's where I go, right too.
I didn't
talk with a bunch of
I
drunks.
kind of laid low yesterday, but then today I started feeling a little bit better, and I was like, you know what, maybe
Sweat it
some
out.
whiskey will kind of like get this shit out of me, whatever it is. So
If not, it'll at least help you sleep.
yeah, that's true. Very true. Prescription Bourbon says it's a nice little farm. They do live music on the porch sometimes. The old hidden barn trick. I'm doing it, Jigs. I'm doing it. I'm giving somebody a blind with hidden barn in it. It's happening at some point.
Dan, please let it be Darrell.
Oh,
I'm gonna give it to Ben. Ben's gonna get it. Ben, you're
you
getting
need
it.
to.
You know what?
Yeah,
I don't
you
have to
need-
worry about it because Dan never sends me anything.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not true.
Wow. Boom.
Oh.
That's not true. I visited MB Roland a while back, says Adam. Or no, sorry, Prescription Bourbon. MB, where's that at? MB Roland.
Weirdo.
It's on it's south of Paducah, Kentucky, in that area.
Oh, so okay.
Before you get to Nashville.
Oh, man. Nothing about whiskey, too, makes me go to sleep at night. Usually I'm up waiting for Vic till 5 a.m.
What's up, Joe?
Joe.
Independent Joe.
Joe's
Sorry,
hopping
brothers.
on. I'm hopping off, gentlemen.
brother.
I gotta get up early, so
So Joe,
Thank God.
Make some good picks.
All right, brother.
appreciate it, guys.
Bye,
See
See you
brother.
tomorrow.
See ya. See ya. Yes,
Cheers, Joe.
absolutely.
Okay, so what we got to do with Joe is, you mentioned a bourbon, he's going to reach back there or go somewhere and pull it out. I watched it happen last night. Somebody said
Ben can do
bourbon,
that
he
better
goes,
than
"Hold
I
on."
can.
Roger,
Ben
do you have a bottle
Ben
hidden
has a
under
lot of
his
bottles,
beard?
man. Ben's over 1,000, I'm sure. 1,200 somewhere.
All right, let's see if he ships in the bottom shelfers. Let's go for Kentucky Gentleman.
There you go.
Pull it out of your beard.
Oh, been turned around.
Pull a hidden beard.
Joe, you got Kentucky Gentleman?
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
What are you trying to name whiskeys he doesn't have?
Yeah, well, you know.
Because last night he was.
I mean,
on
I
fire.
could tell you all the ones I
Everything
don't
he
have.
went
Joe,
forward.
do you have Hidden Barn?
I don't know if I can find it, but I got it.
Do I have Hidden Barn? I don't think so.
You just don't want to.
I think you listened to the reviews beforehand and said,
Dan,
No, they were sold out because when I was going to buy it because the hype was so big, and then all of a sudden everybody shit on it.
Dan, thank you for the ultimate sacrifice of drinking that bottle and letting us know it sucks.
I did pay the ultimate sacrifice for that one, man. Like,
I think Dan didn't you send that to me in the flight we had, the battle we had?
I think you put it last too.
It did end up last, but I think I said that on the thing that I didn't think it was that bad as everybody was saying. I mean, I didn't not like any of the stuff that you sent, except for that. I don't know what it's called, GTS, something. I don't know, something like that. It was crazy, weird flavor.
George Stagg's not too bad, right?
Yeah.
You put George.
I actually got a battle against Matt on Wednesday.
I did. I sent Joe a blind, and one of them was George C. Stagg. Yeah.
You trying to like corrupt his brain?
Yes. Dude, I'm sweating so bad right now. I'm drenched right now.
All right, buddy. You should
bad.
call it. You should call it Dusty. Then you need to get some sleep, buddy.
Dan, you look great. Keep it up.
Hey Dan, what are my chances against Matt on Wednesday?
0.
What the heck?
I mean, you never know.
I got no chance.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
I mean, he might get COVID again.
Hey, he didn't go on Friday because he was feeling under the weather, but I think that's like one of those preemptive. I don't think I'm going to be able to give you a challenge, but we'll try.
I agree.
Joe, how much primer are you going to be drinking to get ready for that?
I started an hour ago.
Okay. Don't.
Well, I'm Team Joe. I'm Team Joe. So I'm Team Joe.
There you go.
One out of the 50,000 subscribers that he has, I'm good.
I don't know if he's at 50K yet. He might be at 50K.
I think he is. I'm pretty sure he is.
Jarrell knows.
Yeah.
Darrell, where are you? How come you're not up here?
Yeah, where are you, Darrell? Darrell, hop on, man. Come on.
He's getting his nails done.
He bougie.
Let's just make sure you hydrate, Dusty. Yeah, I'm drinking some water, man. I've been drinking water like all day. I'll be good. I might hit the gym tomorrow and try to
sweat it
out. So
Yeah, me too.
I've been hiding down in the bunker for the last week.
I gotta work these legs, man. Come on.
I've been lifting table weight for the past couple of hours before I jumped on here.
Doing curls.
There you go. That's how.
I'll do some curls right now.
Ryan said, "Did the hidden barn make anybody's second guess the capabilities?"
Jiggy, please don't do this on the screen.
I honestly, Ryan, I just don't. For me, it was really bad, to be honest. The nose smelled very inviting. It was very sweet.
Did anybody try the other batches, the newer batches?
There's been, I mean, I've seen some people try some, but I don't think they liked it. Like batches.
Oh, really?
2,
Same results?
Yeah.
I mean, one would hope she's giving away media samples to try to correct this.
Oh, that's right. Darrell's flying out. I forgot. He's got
yeah.
to be at the airport early.
Oh, he's not going to sleep. Let him. Come on. What are you doing?
You don't
Hey,
even
by the
know
way,
who's-
Dusty, this bottle I have is signed by you, by the way. So
Which one is that? Is that the trifecta?
yeah, the one you
Safe
guys.
travels, buddy.
Yeah, you're signed
Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
somewhere on there.
He's going to
Oh,
authenticate
Summer
that.
Jam. That
yeah.
bottle's so
No, that's not his signature.
Yeah,
Well, it is to me.
that's a good bottle, man.
It is
He
good.
signed over 21090 instead of Dusty Dan.
I can write on there.
I'm pretty sure you blindfolded yourself and scribbled all over that bottle.
I wish. I wish my handwriting was that good.
Where's Adam Shelton at? I need Adam to hop on. Adam, where are you? I saw him in here earlier. I gave him a leg workout. I got to ask him how it's going. I'm curious to see how it's going for him.
Well, maybe he can't stand to start the stream.
Yeah,
You can't stand something or someone.
I mean, there's some stuff that comes from MB Roland, and I think they have a lot of potential from what I've tasted. Someone sent me a couple samples from MB Roland that was pretty good.
Yeah, I like MB Roland.
Yeah,
I got
send it to me. It's pretty good though.
Still a little bit of dust on it. I haven't drank it in a while, but it's pretty good.
You're on the appropriate channel for a bottle with dust on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Joe, how many bottles do you have?
I got 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On one shelf.
Oh yeah, one
Times.
section of a shelf.
No,
Time.
I have 40 bottles.
Yeah.
Times.
Hold on. I've got
40 bottles from the Buffalo
I
Trace.
know Ben's probably around that 1,200 mark.
Honestly, dude, I'm behind on tracking, and it's a problem.
That's probably.
I'm literally at a. You don't understand. I'm literally at a room here, and I have bottles for other people, and it's like hard to even package them because there's no room here.
I've got.
You guys have no idea. There's a reason this is so zoomed in.
I thought it was to scare us. I have 16 bottles boxed and ready to go tomorrow. My local store owner has the single Rick, the Camp Nelson, and we're going to try to work out a trade. So I'm going to take a haircut on some stuff to try to give him some stock for that bottle.
You're giving him back bottles to try and get a bottle?
Honestly, I get gifts from clients all the time as thank yous. I've got a Johnny Blue, that's got some value to him. If that gets in a trade for $150, and that is what gets me.
That's funny because that's what I sent Matt. I sent him some Johnny Blue.
Yeah, I mean when I turned 40, I got two of those bottles as gifts, and I'm just like, now I have four. What the hell do I need all that Johnny Blue for? But the idea is to make a worthwhile trade to get that bottle out of his hands, and yeah.
What did you say, Dan?
You said that's in the blind,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I went out Matt Madness, and I was in the preliminary, whatever that thing was, and then he sent us scotch, so I thought it'd be funny to return the favor.
So far, there's 34 samples in Matt's blind.
God damn, Ryan's got 1,500. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man, I only have 300. Holy shit.
Yeah, but here's the problem with the amount of bottles I have.
100.
My entire home is only 1,000 square feet.
Oh God.
So where the hell do you keep them all, man?
Dude, I can't even have people over right now. It's that bad.
Right here in this west wing, right here, I'm in. This is 1,000 square feet.
I mean,
my basement's probably 800.
That 1,000 square feet includes a staircase, 1.5 bathrooms, and a utility room.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
Welcome to New York.
New York living right there.
Well, you're on Long Island, right? Yeah.
Hey, you guys were talking about Kings County earlier. Have you heard of that bottle with the collab with Marianne Eves and Kings County?
Yeah.
And you heard anything about it? I'm getting it in the next couple of days, so I'm just curious.
I've drank it. I've drank it. It's all right. It's not worth the price tag. It's not as good as a pick. I can tell you that. It's not as good as any Kings County pick I've ever had.
Really? Damn it.
Yeah.
So I overspent at $40. Huh?
If you're gonna buy a New York whiskey, you know a guy first.
Well, it's 120 proof.
Cheers, Alan.
Lab. I thought $40. Why not?
Guys,
wait, $40?
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Was it $40?
I coupon.
It's $140.
Coupons.
Hey, Dan, let's move on from New York and let's talk about the friggin'
I need some
Orioles
coupons.
guy.
Yeah, what the? That
go.
sounds like some food stamp shit.
Yeah, man.
Playoff time.
Yeah.
For $40, sure, enjoy.
It's exciting.
It'll be great. for $40.
Adam, what are you drinking, bud?
Larceny B523.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
When you picked the bottle up, I thought you were going to chug it. I really did. I thought you were going to chug it. But...
No, life hadn't been that bad.
Adam, good to see you, man.
You too, man.
How things been good?
It's busy.
Yeah.
Work's kicking my ass.
Are you you working out still, or?
It's fallen way off.
Really?
My whole schedule's been.
We couldn't tell, Adam. You look great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Adam, what do you do for work?
I work in a library.
A whiskey library? Like Independent Joe?
I wish.
Oh wait, you're not at work right now. Sorry about that. I thought old habits die hard. Us librarians need to stick together. You know what I mean?
Thought somebody was firing up a taser.
What the hell you got going on in your library with taser?
That's all you can hear in a library is when somebody fires up a taser.
Yeah.
JG,
Or parts. What? I'm sorry, what?
You work in a library too?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's scary. I'm in baking.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I retired from baking.
Can't say who. I don't want to get in trouble.
I keep bakeries in business.
Yeah.
Well, banking.
Oh,
banking.
Them too. Being a realtor, come on.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, Adam, we were talking about the leg
Wire
work
transfers.
earlier. I didn't know if you were still
mortgage banker
Man,
to
I
be
need
specific.
to get back on it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you're a realtor. I got to ask this.
I'm not a
Off
realtor.
the cuff. No.
Okay.
But hey,
It sounds.
what is the biggest line of BS you ever gave a buyer to get him to buy a house? Because I've heard some doozies.
I'll tell you the one that was used on me early on. Buying across the street from a graveyard, they told me I'd have quiet neighbors. That was the worst thing ever used. I was like 21 years old. I was like, yeah, you're awesome.
That's it. No, what have you used?
Yeah, I don't. I'm just dorky average.
One of my favorite ones is a buddy of mine bought a house, and I went and looked at it with him. He wanted me to look for flaws or whatever, and I called him out to the street. I'm like, dude, look at the roof, right? The roof had a bow in it, and I'm like, dude, there's something wrong with that fucking roof. And he goes inside, talks to the real estate agent, and she tells him it's an optical illusion. And of course, he used their recommended home inspector. No problem. Yeah. Then one day he goes up there to run some electrical wiring, and sees that one of the girders is cracked in half. Next thing you know, the whole roof's getting raised. I'm like, I told you, dude.
I mean, Ben, just to speak on that from my heart, like, I mean, I've built a couple of houses. I've been an investor for 20 years, and the scariest thing in the world is, people. It takes 40 hours of training in Massachusetts to get a real estate license, and it's really just scary stuff. I pick houses apart. I shit on all of them, and it's like, if you find one that I don't hate, that's like the ultimate seal of approval from me.
I like Copperwolf. Dude, framing issue. Exactly.
Adam, there was
no, it wasn't a framing issue.
John Cloud was in the.
It was a fucking cracked beam.
And he was saying how happy he was with that boss's birthday from Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Ben, two years ago,
next.
I bought a property where the joists for the roof, 3 of them had collapsed, and found that and ended up getting $80K off the property. And that was 2 years ago during
Yeah, well, he didn't get anything off the property. He got, and it was in New York in a very affluent neighborhood.
Oh yeah, affluent means it's okay to screw up and spend money. I get it.
Hey Dan, what was that water you just poured?
Huh?
What was that water you just poured?
It's a little bit of Roll Farms water.
No. The other one with the yellow label, orange label.
That was
the
Copper and Kings, Apple Brandy finished bourbon.
Damn it! I've been looking for that.
You're
They
liking
sent it
that.
to me. I
It's
haven't
only in
reviewed it
Kentucky.
yet. It's
Are you liking it?
it's not bad, man. To be honest with you, it's
No, I got a sample of it the other day, and I was like, it's been sonically challenged or something, but I was like, it was pretty good.
Someone just did a review on that. Who was it? Was that IBN that did a review on that? I can't remember.
pretty
Somebody
good,
did,
man.
but I
Or was it
You're-
Jason? Was
No,
it
it was
Jason?
Jay.
Jason.
Nasty
Jason.
Drum did one.
Yeah, Jason
Jason
did it.
did one.
Did he do a review on it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
he did. He thought he would pair really well with the cigar. That's right.
Begging
Yeah,
for
I
a
didn't
cigar.
watch his review. I mean, I don't want to watch it again. Any kind of like, but I mean, I've had a couple apple brandy finished whiskeys. One of them being from Good Times.
Yeah.
But
Starlight. We just finished off a bottle from Starlight that was really good.
Wait a minute.
yeah, I mean, it's you can taste the bourbon through that finish though, which is nice. That's what I wanted. And I never had anything from Copper and Kings before. I don't even know how they sent it to me. To be honest with you, I have no clue. I don't know.
Well, this is their first bourbon.
Yeah, it's their first one.
But I didn't even follow Copper and Kings. Like, I don't even know how they got my address.
From Barrel.
Maybe.
You know what? I think they got our addresses mixed up, man, because I did file and I never got my bottle.
Okay, I'll send it to you
Adam,
afterwards.
you're drinking this? Adam, you drinking the B523?
Yes, sir.
So
It's really good though. Like you get that bourbon influence.
4 to
from that
1.
older stuff.
4 parts, 1 part.
I'm good.
No, I'm telling you, it made it better. You're gonna laugh.
Oh,
I did that. I did that. It's 1 part mellow corn and 1 part Heaven Hill 20, and it's fabulous.
Oh my god.
Really good.
Look, I got this bottle for free. I'm trying to find something useful to do with it. Don't judge me.
Jesus.
No, I did do it.
What's going on, Shred? Shred's in the house. Cheers, man.
Sonically molested.
Sonically molested bourbon.
What are you drinking?
Larceny B5.
Oh yeah, Raj. Darrell said that's a great thing to do.
And that one's
Oh
nice.
yeah, it's awesome.
Hold on,
Jarrell
Roger.
said
Hold
it.
on.
I've done it.
Let me see. Sorry, guys.
Toasted barrel
I'm putting out like
and
every
a little
ounce
barrel
of like
proof.
water and alcohol. I have in there.
Roger, he submitted that and blended getting it.
Okay.
Not this year, but a prior year.
Yeah. When he
Good
mentioned
stuff.
it, I tried it. He's right.
How does
I'll
anyone
drink the-
feel
I'll-
about Weller 107 store picks? My store just got a barrel.
But I got the B523 in the glass. So
Yeah, and how much
Those,
do they want a bottle?
Those 107
75.
You're pretty sneaky, man.
Yeah, but none of you have had Don Q Crystal barrel aged or bottle aged
No.
in Elijah Craig, and that's Don Q Crystal. Crystal.
I mean,
Jay,
JG,
are you going to send that out to us?
JG,
Chris,
Come on,
uh,
samples?
Oh,
I've
shit.
fallen down a set of stairs for no reason.
What is it?
I have.
Don Q Crystal.
No, but what is it?
Well, I just recently I just had bottle aged this in Elijah Craig, small batch. It was incredibly interesting. It's amazing. I was making a high end Don Q.
Hey Jay, I'll pay
Yeah.
you $100 for that 2-ounce sample.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I got this barrel that's like $2,200. I'll sell you that.
There you go, Mark. That looks good.
Hey, have you had the Woodford Reserve what is it, 124.7 batch?
Oh,
The Masters, whatever.
Collection.
the new barrel proof. The
new barrel proof.
The new batch proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batch proof.
One of my
Batch
buddies
proof,
got that.
yeah.
I'm not a huge Woodford guy.
Yeah.
I passed on it in Daytona.
Okay.
I walked up it and it was at the store at the Total Wines in Daytona, and I passed on it.
I've seen that bottle in like 6 stores for like, I don't know, $225.
So a half
Yeah.
Kahlua, 2
Yeah,
ounces
that's-
of Penelope.
It was
That's $100 over MSRP right there.
3 dashes of orange bitters, delicious Manhattan riff called Revolver.
So I take it nobody's had that.
my buddy has a bottle of it. And I'll be getting some of it. When I get back in November. I'm going to Poland tomorrow.
I
Or
look forward to
Thursday.
getting revisited thanks to you fine fellas.
Dan's reviews, mellow corn.
Can't go wrong with some mellow corn, man.
I mean,
age a little bit.
Cheers, Eric.
It's just a sweetener, man. It's like putting sugar in your coffee.
I don't know. I only drink double Eagle Rare with mellow corn.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, first of all, no, you don't. You better do it on stream right now.
yeah. My whole collection
end
isn't
it.
worth
Let's
one.
do this.
My whole collection isn't worth one double Eagle Rare.
You can get those bottles online for like $70.
Dude, I promise you that shit is not worth it, man.
No, I totally agree.
You know what?
All right,
Maybe
fellas,
make some
I'm
mellow
gonna
corn
sign off. I gotta get up later.
All right, buddy.
Have a good one. It was fun.
Cheers,
Good night, Jay.
Cheers, man.
I'm gonna hop off too because I'm a loudmouthing because Dan needs to go to bed and take.
I don't need to go to bed, man. I'm it's only 10:20. I usually stream way later than this, man. I'm good. I promise you.
So Jay's picking
If
this up.
you gotta go,
bottles
that's fine,
for
man. I'm
antique
splitting
tomorrow?
everything out though, so I'm good. I'm good.
Did I hear that right?
What's that?
Jay's getting us bottles of antique tomorrow.
I mean, if somebody wants a $75 bottle of antique, he'll probably sell me 10.
For a store? I'd do it.
They don't drop antique picks. New York does not get antique picks. I've never had an antique pick.
We don't get the regular ones here.
So Ben, you want another bottle in your collection? Because I can get that tomorrow when I'm there.
Well, I would get it. I would put an antique pick in. I would probably hook somebody up with a regular antique. Swap it out.
Swap it out. Yeah, no problem. I can grab a couple tomorrow.
I mean, I passed them out.
Yeah.
I
mean, he's got a barrel
at all, man. Nothing.
Same.
Yeah.
I've got
Adam, do you have any antique at all?
I have one.
Yeah.
That
Is it a
the
big or is
Turks
it
got
regular?
me. Just a regular one.
I mean, regular antique I get when I go through Ohio. So
I have this regular one too.
So
Oh, wow.
Ryan says he would get a pick himself.
non-store pick. I mean, store pick, none. But
yeah.
Store pick, antique Weller 107. That they have a barrel of it. They just got it in.
Ryan,
where are you again? You're in Mass, right?
Ryan, do
I
you
am,
want a
yeah.
pick or what?
How far into Mass?
Pretty far into Mass, like southeastern Mass. Not far from Durrell, like 25 minutes from Durrell.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah, no. Actually, Durrell and I chatted with Shauna Marie D today. We're actually getting together in the Waltham area the week after Thanksgiving for a bottle
Great,
share.
you're gonna creep her out, and we'll never see her again.
Oh no,
Nope,
man.
she gone.
Yeah. Not yet.
I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to talk to Ryan, but I think he might be looking for a pick.
Ryan.
Yeah, Copper
Oh,
Wolf 87
yeah.
for a Weller pick.
I'll write his name down right now.
He's good people, man. Super good people.
Gotta fucking find a pen that writes.
I can get you contact information if later if you need it.
I'll hit you up on IG.
Yeah, it's fun. Shauna, I'm jealous you get to meet Shauna, man. I was hoping Shauna was gonna be the Mashin Journey meetup, but
Oh, she's great. We've been chatting it up, and there's I'm trying to think.
Snapchat.
Oh no, Instagram. There's two other people. There's
I know she's up in the Northeast though. So.
we got Dram Hound and Bo's Wine Guy. We got on the invite list, so we're trying to get like 5 or 6 of us together. So
Depending on when I could be able to drive up. I'm just me. The problem is the Long Island Sound. Other than that, it's not that bad.
Man, what are
little small body of water?
I got a room with a
hear you.
double bed in case someone has to pass out, excluding Ben.
The last time I drove up to Long Island,
Yep.
the tolls were like $30 just to drive. Is that still the same?
Depends on where you're going, but yeah.
So the trip to Sagamore back to Massachusetts, we just got all the highway charges. They came in tonight. All
How
of
much
them.
was it?
Yeah, there's like $60 in tolls. And
Oh my god, that's insane, man.
I mean,
Weren't you supposed to be coming up this way, Dan?
Yeah, but I
Never.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't. No.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
I was.
Was.
I still am, but just not right now. So. But yeah.
All right. It is what it is.
The
It be
tolls will
what
be
it be.
more next year, Dan. Careful.
Yeah, I wanted to. I had a reason to come up there. I just couldn't at the time. So that's the
It's
only-
all good.
But I will. So
I'm not worried.
I just know that the tolls are stupid expensive, man.
Well, the funny thing is, it used to be free to leave New York, but
Oh
you
my
had to
God.
pay to leave New Jersey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got family
It's a
in North
convenience
Jersey.
tax.
I mean, even in New York. I mean, up in Yonkers. So.
Yeah, we're going to a pizza barn. Yeah, and it's
Oh, man.
Yonkers.
Ben, you nailed that pizza joint that Jay was trying to talk about on his stream. That was pretty good.
Somebody's trying to hop.
I went to the one that the fucking We Ain't Raised Right guys were talking about yesterday. They were
So,
raving about it, and I'm like, all right, I'll go tomorrow.
Z-Man.
I went today.
Z-Man.
Z-Man.
Nice.
I mean, you know,
Adam, I'm
Z-Man.
gonna go find
Z-Man.
some.
people like Jay Portnoy, I give this like a
Nash
6.2.
Tucky real
You
quick.
know,
Nice.
Z-Man, blend that mellow chord with your Heaven Hill 20 year. It's great.
No, I heard that Eagle double rare. I'm like, really?
I have to be honest with that B522. It made it so nice and smooth and just super enjoyable. The finish isn't as long, but it's really enjoyable.
I've had this bottle for 2 years, and look how full it is. I think I had 2 swig.
We had a whiskey tasting, and the Heaven Hill rep gave me a bunch of bottles that were open for the tasting. I go, what happens to these? He goes, it goes to the store owner. He goes, unless I look the other way. I'm like, see ya. Gone.
Gone.
That was one of them.
We were in Bardstown. I watched a guy whip out a credit card and buy a bottle of the Double Eagle Rare. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there like, oh, he's buying it. Oh, yep, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people
$10,000 later, $15,000
Yeah.
later.
He didn't seem to care.
He will
Look,
when he opens it and tastes it.
No, if he's one of those guys that makes millions of dollars a year,
It ain't gonna
what does
matter.
he care?
Nope.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
go
what I
in the. Yeah.
I'll drink it right there.
There are
with him.
guys. I mean, I hate to say, there are guys in New York I know of, and I'm sure there are in Cali too, whose daily drinkers are Pappy, and they just drink it like it's water, and they don't care because they have ungodly amounts of money, and it doesn't mean anything to them.
My Van Winkle 12 is like half gone, and it's just been sitting in the cabinet for anyone. who
That's why Dusty Dan's dailies are Dusties.
Mm-hmm.
No.
because he's a millionaire.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, he's back. Hold on. Shit.
Hey, David, you got a spare couch this coming weekend?
I could probably work something out. Yeah.
I'll hit you up. You're not going to Bourbon on the Banks, are you, Dan?
Absolutely. Oh, Dan.
No,
I am. Yeah.
It smells like freaking.
I don't know
He's
if
reaching
JG
for
went,
something
but if
and it's not there. Oh, there
JG's
it
still
is.
around, I've got
boy.
the
hey!
Ben,
whatever.
I'm happy to send you.
I'm gonna do a little blend here.
A little barrel proof.
Ben, I'm happy to send you the
Nice,
date
says I'm in a
and
loss
the
for words
location
right
for that
now.
meetup.
Cracked an old elk, weeded.
Well, we'll see. There's so much going on right now.
I'm not stressed. I just figured I'll reach out to you privately.
Yeah, no, so
Interesting.
good.
So
You have my contact info?
So the rest of us ain't invited?
Dan or Jay.
I'll make it easy.
He cracked an old elk, weeded, supposed to be 8 years, smells like a rye, tastes like a rye. I wonder if the bottling mistake in the wrong barrel dumped.
I got to email you and grab your address anyway for that Weller.
That would be kind of crazy for.
There's my
for
numbers in
old
the
elk.
private chat. Send me up.
Damn, Ron, that sucks, man. That's
I'd be
crazy.
pissed.
Definitely know the
I would
difference
contact
between a
old
rye and
elk.
weeded,
I would contact him.
for
I
sure.
hate to say it, but I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than I don't know what the hell he's doing there. Wow, it's been a long day because one of my favorite distillers of all time just slipped my brain. Yeah, Greg Metz. I don't know why he just fell out of my brain that moment. I love a lot of the stuff he did, and I feel like there's some kind of weird agreement between him and MGP with Old Elk that like he won't touch where he knows where his good stuff is or something. Because like Old Elk just, I mean, I've had a couple that were one day because one of my favorite distillers of all.
Sorry, that was me.
Now we can smell it.
I mean, has everybody had like amazing Old Elk? I've had decent.
I have.
Sorry.
But it's anywhere from 5 to 8 years old, 8 or 9 year old MGP. It should be amazing if Greg Metz is picking it and pulling it.
I've had one that my friend calls a honey barrel, and it was a.
Was that out of Vegas?
It was a cask strength wheated bourbon here in Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 100.
I'm not saying there haven't been some good ones, but like overall.
Yeah, I was told something the other day. I know Darrell made a pick with Yankee Spirits, a copper and cask. Do you see that in stores anywhere? No.
Stores, I have Darrell's pick right here.
Yeah, same. So Randall, who is the guy who does all the aging and blending and all that stuff, he just left, like abruptly left Copper and Cask.
What's the age in that bottle?
Past week.
Which one? That one? Darrell's?
7 or
8 year.
8.
It's 8-year-old MG, 21% rye MGP, finished for a year in a Weller foolproof barrel.
In Florida, correct?
Yes. Well, no, in Rhode Island.
Said I had some good
Rumford,
bourbon.
right.
Maybe the high malt causes the different normal MGP mash bill. That's for the interesting.
Yeah, I've had good picks of the weeded whiskey, but not the weeded bourbon.
This was years ago.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I just feel like there's some kind of handshake deal there. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Put your name on.
I don't know. How could the guy that distilled all those old scouts and everything that will bring a tear to your eye?
Which one is that, Roger?
And Bell Meads and
St. Louis Bourbon Society, last year's pick from it's 7-year weeded bourbon. It flew out of here in St. Louis.
Really?
I mean, this stuff sits on the shelf here.
Really?
I'm not saying there aren't good ones. There are still good ones.
I know what you're saying, Ben.
The stuff Metz made for MGP is stuff of legend and unicorn tears.
Yep.
I mean, guys, his name is like a $10 or $15 premium on those bottles.
Yeah.
Right, but the whiskey isn't holding up to it. I don't feel.
I agree.
You had to buy a 3-pack of those Old Elks just to get in an allocated lottery for the mid-year stuff.
I do have to say,
did you win anything?
I didn't buy them.
I hate the corks on Old Elk. I hate them. They if you tip the bottle upside down on some of them after time, forget it. It'll fall right out.
Well, I like the fact that they're Glencairn. They'll cover your Glencairn.
It's called corporate greed, Ben. No loyalty to Mets. Yeah.
Well, no, it's all MGP. So it's MGP being pulled in and selected by Mets for Old Elk.
Yeah.
Where's the magic?
Yeah.
There is no magic.
Adam, you still got that bike?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a flat tire.
I had one
Pretty
of those
nice.
last week. My car.
I gotta take it up to Kentucky to get it serviced.
I got one of those on my ass.
Z-Man, are you burning some
nail.
herbal or is that just regular?
Why not both?
That's regular.
Okay.
It smells good. The finish sucks. And the rest of it's good.
Got a nail in your hemorrhoid pillow.
Oh.
That's the worst.
Adam, where have you been all night?
Oh, God, Adam, I love you. Oh, man.
Hey, Adam,
All right,
that was a
fellas,
good call
have a
on
great night.
523.
Cheers,
Night,
Joe.
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 Here, Joe.
See you
May
later,
the
buddy.
horse be
Joe.
with you against Matt.
How was that?
Good luck.
May the horse be with you against Matt.
Yeah.
You got it. Buddy.
I got this. I got this. I got one
You
person
do.
on my side. That's all I need. Later all.
Here, brother.
Cheers.
Man.
Here's Joe.
That's what I'm saying. Greg Metz has stated that they are using higher barley content, from my understanding.
Right, but he knows how to make the stuff taste amazing. So
Yeah.
there's something, whatever.
I
don't know.
The price doesn't make sense for the juice.
No,
And-
but as someone who, for a Mets era 8-year, 9-year MGP, I would fight people for it. To Old Elk, it's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I opened the JD12 a week or so ago, and it was good. It wasn't my favorite pour.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
I've had like 6 people say that. I think it lacks some sweetness for me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Adam, you don't have any of that at all?
The 12?
Yeah.
I killed my bottle already.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Well, it was killed at Sagamore meetup.
Nice. John,
Along with that
Adam will
Christmas
trade you
pie.
something good for that 12, I'm sure. So get in touch with him, man. He's got some crazy shit. So
Can certainly do that. Maybe I'll pour like a 200 ml. I don't know. Keep some for myself. Send the bottle. I don't know.
Nah, you don't have to do that.
I mean, I have to tell you, I had Russell's 13 that same night, and that Russell's 13 is probably my favorite bottle.
There you go.
I can't.
What's
stop
crazy
thinking-
is Russell's 13 dropped like crazy here. Stores got cases.
Jesus.
It like
that price increase.
hundreds of cases dropped in New York.
I gotta pay.
I just got another bottle. I got Tony Two Toes a bottle.
I gotta pay 200 everywhere here.
I don't see that shit.
I mean, 150 is MSRP. So
Yeah, no. Now that they raised the price, sure. I mean, I can find it on Facebook. My store owner up the street, 200.
if you told him I'm buying 6 other bottles, he wouldn't give it to you for
the
$1.75.
stores,
No,
the
he would.
stores around me are the most basic stores you will ever find. There's nothing.
You know, Dan, I still have that Manhattan finish for you, right?
Yeah,
Keep it.
I believe it. I believe it.
He's not coming to New York. You can stop asking.
I'm coming to Baltimore.
It's just not going to be. It won't be this year, I don't think.
No, I'm going to I'll be in Maryland 2 times in the next 3 weeks, 3.5
I'll
weeks.
see you then. I'll meet up with you. Where are you going, DC?
So first is
I work
Friday,
in DC.
Saturday, Sunday, and first Friday. What do you call it? The 15th, like 16th, 17th, we'll be in DC. Me and Bonnie.
Okay.
And then the 25th, 26th, I am in. What do you call it? Sagamore for a pick, and then Bauman for a pick.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, I mean, you're super close, man. I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
no, we'll figure. We'll definitely get a bite and some drinks, if nothing else.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I work in DC, but I also work up in Thurmont, like never mind, but work up that way. So either way, I mean, it's not that far of a drive.
Well, I might need you at the DC meetup to hold me back. So we'll talk.
What do you mean? To hold you back?
We'll talk.
you need me to roll off strap, man? I can do that for you.
Yeah.
That's
You
my
need those
dude.
halves. You can pick
That's
them
my
up and
dude.
run away.
Yeah.
Big-
I may have a couple pieces. That's you never know.
Dan,
I'm in New York. I had a boating accident.
Dan, the next time you see me in Baltimore will be if the Orioles make the World Series. Then I'm going to try to get tickets and get down there.
Yeah, that'd be something to see right there.
Yeah, that's a worthwhile drive to go to Camden Yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, it's crazy, man. Like everything around me is the most basic bottles you will ever find. It really sucks. Like,
You want to know where I found a
where,
lot,
like
Dan?
Bill Graves goes, and
I'll tell you offline.
Delaware.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you an area I found a lot of interesting shit in Maryland.
Baltimore?
No, well, it's outside Baltimore, but it's a lot closer to you than it is me.
What's the neighborhood? Dunwalk or something? It's like north.
Dunlop?
Yeah, there you go. I was up there. That's where I found my John J. Bowman for $80.
Like Drug City.
Yeah.
John J. Bowman's are $50 to $60 rotting on the shelves here with inches of dust on them.
Yeah, in Massachusetts they don't get them. So
No, literally every store here, $50 to $60, dust caked on them.
People probably
The
don't know what
old
they are.
labels. Nobody cares.
I have to make to a meetup eventually. I'm bringing the OGD Bicentennial to crack. Oh shit!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Copper Wolf knows how to make friends.
Oh, Ryan's great, man. Ryan is
He's a dude.
Yeah, Ryan's top notch, man. Great guy.
Yeah.
Mark Schnecker, single barrels.
The John J. Bowman single barrels they're the bomb. They're really good.
Have you heard
Hey, Dan-
anything from Jay Dan that you could talk about, or we could talk about offline even?
That is a negative.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Negative on hearing anything.
Nothing.
Wow.
Hey Dan,
Not
how
even
far are you
from,
from?
not even from the other pick that we did. Nothing as of right now.
I mean, I'm kind of okay with no, not that one.
Yeah. No, nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprisingly, no.
Well, I'm okay. It just lets it get older.
Yes. yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Hey
Mark,
Dan, how far are you from Gambrels or Crofton?
How far am I?
Yeah.
Shit. Less than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I know there's a liquor store out there in like Wall Chapel area. But they charge like premium shit, man. Like you want something it's like above secondary when you buy something.
Yeah.
So
This place is called Angel Share Wine and Spirits.
Yeah.
You know them?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. They've got a Detling pick they're going to sell this weekend for Breast Cancer Awareness Week. And
what kind of pick
I don't
is
know
it?
what
Detling?
it's Detling bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Out
but
of
it's a fuck cancer pick.
Yeah, it's a
Of
breast
type?
cancer pick. They got pink label to the top, the whole bit. They advertise it tonight. I'm like, but the only place you can get it is there, and you can't. They don't ship.
Guys, how amazing was last Wednesday for all the money they raised for Durrell?
Oh, dude, that was
That was awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
That was
like,
awesome.
and I said for the longest time, right? Like, I've lost friends to some, I mean, crazy shit, right? Regardless, but like, to be able to support someone who has a kid, right?
At age 5.
Yeah.
5 years old. Yeah.
Who's going through something like that you can't even wrap your mind around something like that, man. Like, it's so.
Dan,
You know.
we were chatting, for people who have like bigger families, like, as time goes on, like isolation and you just don't know. Like, I mean, it's a lot to bear every day when you go to bed and when you wake up. And
Oh, dude, it's. I'm sure the burden that's on his shoulders right now is you can't even explain like something like that. Like that's heavy,
No. And hopefully we help ease that burden a little bit.
Exactly. I mean, there was,
between Barrel King and that.
I had a bottle that I was going to donate in that giveaway, and Jeff reached out to me and was like, "Hey, like let's hold off on this because Ben, that I want to donate something that's going to generate some funds for him.
Then donate a case of Blanton's.
I don't have that, man.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't have any Blanton's, but I do have a bottle from the 40s that's part of a comeback, we'll say, from Buffalo Trace, one of the comeback brands from Buffalo Trace.
Oh, one of the 5 375s for a grand?
Yeah, but I have a full quart of it that I wanted to donate. And again, it's something I've wanted to crack for a long time, but I was like,
I got a better idea, Dan.
Yeah.
When he gives us the news that she's good to go,
I was thinking
we do a
same thing.
meetup.
Yeah, that works too. She'll be good to go. So
no, I'm saying when we get that news, that's when you crack that bottle.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're on cancer topic 3 up here in Boston. Tim Wakefield passed away yesterday.
That's crazy, man. Yeah.
And
who's Tim Wakefield?
I hate you.
One of the best knuckleball pitchers ever.
I don't do baseball. The extent of my baseball knowledge is
He gave
match.
up a home run to Aaron Boone that killed my father. Trust me.
The extent of my baseball knowledge is the 1986 Mets and Chris Love. That's
Well, that's
my
why you don't
nut
like baseball. You're a Mets fan.
Here's the thing. I grew up in
No, I am a 1986 Mets fan.
Yeah.
Bench clearing brawls and beating the hell out of people and cocaine and
Tim Wakefield.
crazy ass shit. That it was like watching hockey.
Strawberry.
I mean, I love hockey as much as baseball, but like Tim Wakefield, lived one town away from me for years. He was.
I'm being legit. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. He's a big deal in the South Shore, in Mass, and I come to find out, statistics you forget about. He's the second most winningest pitcher in Red Sox history after Cy Young and Roger Clemens. That's, he was a first baseman converted to a pitcher, and a guy who, lost close to 20 games and won close to 20 games.
He had the best knuckleball in the game, period.
Yeah.
There is nobody that threw a knuckleball like Wakefield, man. Nobody.
Good for 180 innings, like solid guy,
Yeah.
like never was a clubhouse issue. In the year, one of the years, maybe it was 2007, the Red Sox won the World Series. He took himself out of the playoff roster to make room for people to win. People's egos get in the way. He was never that guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's just sad. So
They do, man, and that's like one of the saddest things is how big people's egos are when it comes to sports like that. Like it's crazy, man.
57 years old, Dan, brain cancer.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It was a tearful day in Boston yesterday, for sure.
Ben, you're a Yankees fan, right?
Monty is.
He's hockey.
Let me put it this way, right? One time we got gifted and we went with some friends. The second row Subway Series at Yankee Stadium, Mets Yankees, and I fell asleep.
Kick him out of the chat, Dan.
Literally, they have like the 2 rows and then the chain.
Yeah.
In the first 2 rows, passed out with one beer.
I'm gonna walk by that bottle of Weller tomorrow too, asshole.
He was on camera too.
Guys, my computer's gonna die. Have a great night.
I've paid to have my buddy. I've had my buddy's bachelor party at Yankee Stadium because he was a huge Yankees fan. Got his name up on the board and everything. I've done that, but it's just not my sport.
Yeah.
So
Ben, are you a Rangers fan? Islanders fan?
Rangers.
Rangers. Okay.
I grew up in a household where my dad was a Red Sox fan, my mom was a Yankees fan, so I tend to go with her and the fight in that house during those games. Oh my god!
Oh shit, I can only imagine.
Yeah, I'd laugh. I was laughing my ass off the whole that was going on.
I tell you, man, I feel like absolute shit, but like you guys, like the comedy coming from you guys is good, man. I needed this, so
yeah, sweat it out, man.
Yeah,
Hey, Dan, we're worried about you.
I'm drenched right now, man. I'm literally.
Have you stuck a Q-tip up your nose? I mean, I know a lot of people have been getting hit left and right.
I tested negative. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just saying, like, buddy of mine, he was having stomach issues. He was throwing up all week. No other symptoms. He got hit.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's why I've been staying here. I got
your flu
2
shots.
days to go to Poland. I'm going to.
Anybody ever just spend a night visiting Rare Breed and getting to know it better?
No, I wish. I got.
How many do you need?
What do you mean you wish? You can't get Rare Breed?
Ben, how many do you need?
It looks like this, right? Is it Rare Breed?
Yeah, that's
Oh
rare.
God, no.
Look at that. Is that the cure?
No.
You know what? Dan, I
Rare
can't find that
Breed
bottle.
could be
Glad
the
I
cure.
can't.
No, I'm saying I go to Russell's Picks and I love them. I'll even drink 101. I love it, but
nice.
Yeah.
That's
There
the
you
one
All
I
right,
grew
Big
up
Dick
with.
112.8.
There we go, Dusty.
Has anybody gotten the new label yet?
Yes.
They have it here. I haven't bought one.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it.
Adam,
And I had a bit of it. I had a bit of an argument last. Well, it wasn't an argument, but we had a conversation. Me, Bo, and what do you call it, Bruce, last time I stopped by Turkey because they had the new label. It was the first time.
Yep.
And I was like, can you guys just like, can you guys show me where the chill filtering machine is so I can go break it? I'm like, why? And they literally said it's for the Japanese market.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That it's all about the overseas. They prefer chill filtered.
Did Ben say the peroxide Q-tip?
Q-tip. No, I'm saying, did he, check for the vid?
Yeah,
That's all.
no.
Yeah.
It's just his herpes flaring up. It's no big deal.
You weren't supposed to tell anybody, Ben.
Yeah, well, you caught him from me. Whatever.
God damn it!
Can't cure that though.
I knew we should have cuddled that one night.
Yeah, well, no. Finders keepers.
Oral Hershiser.
Hell yeah, man! Great picture.
Him and Greg Maddox. That was a crew right there.
But you know, as far as unique pictures, though, man, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be honest. Like, Tim Wakefield was very unique, right?
Yeah.
That knuckleball was sickening. I mean, people could not hit that shit at all.
No, they get pissed off when they couldn't hit.
They did get pissed off.
Barry Bonds hated it.
That ball is coming at you at like 58 miles an hour max, and you can't hit it because that shit's like whoa. You know, like I get it. Did Ben say I found a handle in 95 era? What?
Ooh.
Oh,
God, buy it, Ryan. Buy it.
What by found? You mean found it in a closet? Found it in a store? Found it in an estate sale?
Man.
I'm telling you guys, you will find some amazing stuff in an estate sale. I promise you.
That's right around the first time I ever had.
I swear the problem here is 99% of them, they literally have weird ass liquor, Seagram 7, and Canadian Club.
But on the off chance that you find something that's a hitter, it's super cheap. I have found some amazing. Yeah, there you go. I have found some amazing models in the estate sale. I'm telling you.
Hey, Ben, I will take a bottle of Seagram 7 because that was my high school whiskey that we drank.
You want a Dusty
night.
7? I can make that
7 and 7.
Roger, reach out to Ben. He can get you on that. I'm sure he's got some older stuff.
No,
I got a Dusty 7 right here. Hang on.
I got one. I got one here locally at a auction. It was, and I grabbed it immediately when I saw the tax stamp was still sealed and everything. I was like, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Too many memories. Too many memories.
I have a bunch of really old Canadian Club, like 50s and 60s, because that's all these people bought. Was they bought all kinds of weird crap, Canadian Club and Seagram 7, and lots of Chivas Regal. Lots of Chivas Regal.
Who was it that drank a lot of that? It was a movie producer.
A lot of what?
You used to get fucked up all the time. Who was
Wait,
that?
he left one on the shelf?
Who was that?
Hello, everybody.
What's up,
Hey,
man?
Copper Wolf. See if they have him in the back.
Good on, Chuck.
Pay off the owner. What?
What was who was the movie producer that drank a lot of Chivas?
Hmm.
I mean, like cocaine. I mean, all that kind of shit. Like, who was that? Hold on.
I'm just saying, those are the three whiskeys.
Harvey
I
Weinstein?
see.
No, that was
No.
another thing. He used.
No.
Famous for something else.
I'm just saying, those are
the movie producer.
Those are the three whiskeys I see at estate sales 99 out of 100 times. Is Seagram 7, Canadian Club, and what do you call it?
Crown.
And what did I say? Seagram 7, Canadian Club, and Chivs. Occasionally, I'll see a Dewar's White Label. which
Yeah.
Dusty Dewar's White Label is delicious. I was gonna give it away till Matt from Whiskey Crusaders talked me into trying it.
Can somebody clip that, please? I just need that for my repertoire.
What? The Dusty White Label is delicious?
That you saying that Doers is delicious. That just that part.
Okay, I'll do that.
You know what? I will send you a sample of it, and you will eat your words. Because I was like, "Holy shit!"
Doers is what
I had
you
a buddy in-
drink at a wedding.
No. We're talking 1960s, 1970s Doers. It's
No,
different.
I know.
No, you don't, because I literally had a handle of it that I had gotten that
Under
was
S.
cracked,
Thompson,
and I was going to
yes,
give it
thank
to
you,
my.
Rob D.
Oh yeah.
I was going to give it to my buddy's bitch of
Oh.
a mother-in-law because all she drank was Dewar's White Label. And Matt's like,
I thought-
Citrix, like, no, you got to drink that. You got to try that. They were having some one night. I'm like, are
Right
you
or
serious?
not?
Freaking
Yeah.
I
Dewar's
thought
White
Hunter
Label.
S. Thompson like drank like lighter fluid. Like I
Dude,
thought he did not care what he drank.
He did so much shit, man. Like,
He drank Wild Turkey.
like
He's
Yeah.
from Louisville.
insane amount of stuff, man.
Like
Yes, Rob D. Thank you, man. Thank you for that.
wow.
I mean, before what was it like? What did he write? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail. 70, 76, 72, something like that.
I'm sweating so bad still, man. This is bad. I'm drenched, literally.
Maybe that means your
I'm
fever
gonna go
finally
off
broke.
live here. I'm gonna go off live. We can just stay on here for the after chat. If anybody wants to hop on for the after chat, you guys are more than welcome. It's almost 11 o'clock, but I don't know how much longer I have left in me. I'm sweating bad.
He's sweating.
Yeah, I'm sweating bad. Thank you guys again for tonight. Much appreciated. Enjoy your guys' company as always. If you guys want to hop on, you're more than welcome. The live is pinned up to the top of the chat. It is also in the chat somewhere.
There it is.
Cheers, everyone. Much appreciated. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers, y'all.